good. Oh, things are looking good. What the fuck? Get over it. Okay, whatever.
Yo!
Ew.
It's a miserable day, so I'm back in the room. So my audio sounds different, there's why.
Oh, good.
But like, because of your stream, I tried to get everything like ready on my end, like beforehand. Glad I did, because apparently Just Cause 2 on Steam has got a problem with its executional.
Uh-oh.
I'm glad I found that out before stream. I love the menu.
Alright, there we go. And then we can go to the... It's Batman time.
By the way, is there a reason why I'm so far away from you in these?
Oh, that's just how the layout is. I think that's because
Fair enough.
I've had to adjust it a few times because there've been multiple people in the thing, and it just spreads out.
Looked
So
like it was a
much.
party during the Game Awards stream.
Yep.
I know, I tried to listen to you, and then, like, for some reason my headphones wouldn't play audio. And then when I finally got that working, one of the guys that works at blasting, like, the music at max volume.
Ugh.
So while Kojima was getting an award, I was just hearing, like, Linkin Park. It's like, I'm tempted next year just to, like, take the day off when it comes to the Game Awards. Cause, like, I don't give a fuck about the actual awards, but at the same time, the trailers are fun.
That's kind of that's kind of the whole point. All right, we should be good. Start recording in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the for the final part, or I would like to say the DLC's final part of Batman Arkham Origins. I'm Jack Kronos, joined by my co-host Shane.
Glad to be back. Even if probably not for the entire night because I want to stream on my end.
Oh, good. Thankfully, this DLC is only like 2 to 4 hours long. So this is the Cold Heart DLC, focusing on Mr. Freeze.
I remember when it was sort of linear back in the day, but like, you're probably familiar with my memory during this game. But that reminds me. Early on in these streams, I said that Scarface disappears for a cabinet and is never seen again. I should probably correct that because I did DM you the list. So, Scarface, when he gets taken away from the ventriloquist, he gets stored in Arkham. Joker then steals him, and Joker's the one that shatters the glass, presumably. Well, Joker is escaping Arkham, because fucking Arkham. Oh, fuck, was that in the first minute?
I don't know.
Hope not. A random Mook, who does have a name, steals the Scarface doll and makes a whole bunch of copies. Then Penguin somehow steals him, puts him on display in the Iceberg Lounge in Arkham City. Then Harley steals him and puts him in a baby crib in Arkham Knight. The Scarface does get explained throughout the series.
An unrunning joke.
People caring
Yes.
for people. Compassion. That's the foundation Gotham was built on. And I have proudly built Golf Corp on that same foundation. That's why
God, that name.
People Company. Thank you so much. Please.
Mr. Boyle seems to be after your title as Gotham's biggest philanthropic industrialist.
Gotham needs more people like him.
Bruce,
Hey,
I am blown away by your support.
it's well deserved. You're going to change the world,
Talked about
Ferris.
this a couple times, but like, Bruce spends most of his time as Bruce Wayne doing these kind of stars. It's just when one goes off without a hit, there is just no story there.
And you all know what that means. Let's get this New Year's Eve
But like, do you really want to watch like bourgeoisie just
Forget to pay
jerk each other off for half an hour? That thing's going wrong. I never saw how I feel about Mr. Freeze having mooks. God, that's glorious.
Bring me Ferris Boyle.
Alright, Mr. Freeze, how do you plan to ruin Christmas? Proceed to play DLC that takes place on New Year's.
That's how he decides to ruin Christmas! I knew it!
Wait, what? Oh, shit.
Hold it right there.
Anyway, hi Arkham. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, got him.
Alright, you got me. Now what?
Are you cowards afraid of an old man?
Just take it easy.
Fuck him up, Alfred!
Oh no, Alfred, no.
Oh, look at the rich boy. So long, Bruce.
Oh! Nope.
Just give up the
Because I know there's ones in Arkham City just to try to stay as Bruce Wayne as long as possible.
Yeah, there's an achievement for that
That's not how
actually.
it works. But like, it's fun.
Oh, by the way, I got that
Like
50.
what?
I unlocked that 50 times combo in the main game.
Aww. And I wasn't there for that.
That's fine. It's been recorded.
You okay?
I've been through
Fair.
worse. These are Penguin's men. What do they want with Ferris?
I'm not sure. They're being led by someone in a mechanized suit. I need to find Ferris before they do.
Well, you're no use to us dressed like that.
It's
You
literally
need
the
to
only
put
time
on
you visit
us.
Wayne Manor outside of Arkham VR and the challenge
The
maps of the
closest
city at
entrance
night.
to the Batcave is in the study.
So what's the achievement in regards to having, to staying as Bruce or whatever throughout most of the thing?
Just like I Am the Night when you change.
I want to play the VR game, the recent one for Batman, but I don't have a Quest, and I'm gonna probably have to wait for the damn thing to come to Steam Index or whatever, because I've heard good things about it. Oh,
He'll help us. Bruce,
Bruce, do you have a minute?
Hey, Vicky.
Someone said an iceberg just appeared, exploded in the ballroom. I need details. What happened? Who do you think?
Where's Ferris?
You never made it.
Yeah, I think
to
we're
the
just
movie.
thinking of the one where he just
Wait,
turned into
you're not
Bruce
going out
Wayne.
there alone, are you?
Or turned
Stay
from
with
Bruce
Alfred.
Wayne to
Keep
Batman.
you safe.
I love how this Vicky.
These guests about, perhaps
It will never be on Steam. The game director confirmed that Quest 3. That's fucking stupid!
Pain.
What's he going to do? Lead them to the
Gaming
bottom?
is filled with that kind of comment.
I'm not
And
buying.
gaming's also filled with that kind of comment going wrong.
I'm not buying a Quest just to do that shit.
Like, I was watching a video on Night Trap, more specifically like the controversy that happened over that game back in the day. There's a beautiful quote from the head of Nintendo at the time, saying Night Trap will never be on a Nintendo system.
Penguin's men have infiltrated the entire.
If you ever get around to editing this video, please pull up the Switch version of Night Trap while I'm saying that.
Alfred.
You'd better get to the wine cellar before I have to take on Penguin's entire gang myself.
I can do
There's also the infamous comment about Resident Evil 4, how it will stay on Nintendo systems.
Which didn't happen.
Nope.
Those men are armed. I'm going to have to take them down quietly if I don't want to get shot.
You're not supposed to buy the headset for just one game. Exactly, Arkham!
I called dibs on those pearls. I'm taking them before we torch this place.
It's like why I won't buy a fucking Xbox One just for the rare replay.
Sounds to me though, but like, I can just set up like a bunch of emulators. I mean, perfectly legitimate copies. But I got to play a childhood nemesis for a quick look for a bit yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
And man, it just like brought back all the memories and made me just want to do it for game clearing. Like, I have enough on the board.
In my pits, you'll never know truth. You'll know true fear.
I work out.
Smell my pits. So yeah, this is, I should state, Arkham, this is the first time I played the DLC, because I beat the game last week. Pretty much, I think I pretty much 100%ed most of everything that happened. I just didn't do all the challenges because I just thought, nah, I'm good. But, this is the week, today I'm beating the DLC. Games to
Wait,
play.
is that the phone from the Adam West series?
Is it?
It's a fun detail.
That's cool. Games to play on VR, Arkham Shadow, Iron Man VR, Assassin's Creed VR, Resident Evil 4 VR, and some others.
I mean...
But isn't Resident Evil 4 VR on PS5 and Steam Deck? Or Stream?
I
Or
believe
Steam... Not Steam Deck, Steam VR.
I think Arkham's just talking about headsets in general.
Yeah, it's like... The MetaQuest I can see is a fun way to watch movies and shit while you're like in bed and shit. But, and because it's like wireless. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't want to play something that was designed, that was taken over by by Facebook.
Which is fair enough.
What is this? A reference to Aquaman?
Maybe?
Because this is definitely a reference to Aquaman. All the seashells and fossils and stuff. I don't know. I can't get a view on this.
Yeah.
Is this
And the Discord resolution on my end is hurting it.
I can't tell what this is. Clean up this weekly write-ups. Display site. I think it's just, this might be Gotham. Yeah, Gotham PD. This might be the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City stuff, maybe. Oh no, it's just
Would
a
be
map.
too early for Arkham City now.
Yeah, I think it's just a map of Gotham, of the current map of Gotham. VR port of the original Resident Evil 4, not the remake. Yeah, but they've also worked on the VR thing for the Resident Evil 4 remake VR. That's on PS5, and I think it's coming to Steam as well. I think. This is a... What is this? Downturn continues, 202% shrink projection. Gotham Globe. I wish I could get a better look at it, because I guess because you're not wearing the cowl, so you can't really see it. It's a nice image of something, but I can't tell what it is.
This is the VR tangent. I got reminded during the 69 stream that Pete's Beats Blast has got a VR mode.
Yeah,
I honestly do not remember what it was like.
I might show it off. Because I have the VR for it. Is this meant to be a reference to the Ghost?
The Gentleman Ghost?
Yeah, or like the animated series, Batman's hero that he grew up with as a kid.
Gentleman Ghost was
Gray Ghost. Gray Ghost.
To the Grey Ghost.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Gentleman Ghost is something completely different. My bad.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Grey Ghost. Maybe.
But Grey Ghost was something exclusive to the Diniverse. But I believe it has since been incorporated into the main comics.
RE4.
But given how many references to the Diniverse there are throughout the Arkham games, I would not be surprised at all.
RE4 Remix VR mode is only on PlayStation at the moment. Give it time. Exclusivity will eventually run out. That's normally what happens with a lot of Sony's stuff.
Sadly.
Sadly, but it also allows for games to thrive and get more money. Like, instead of just being exclusives.
And we're at the point with the game budgets that, like, you need to get that thing on as many platforms as you can just to break even.
Yeah, because exclusives don't do it anymore. This is a reference to, pretty sure, old, like, obviously that it's like Arthurian or stuff, but I'm also reminded of, oh, what's that fucker's name? The one that has to rhyme in everything he says. The demon.
Etrian?
Etrian? Maybe?
Forgive me, it's one of those things that, like, I mostly encounter through comics, so, like, I have not the faintest clue about the pronunciation.
Yeah. Batman Ninja. No. Samurai stuff. Pretty sure those are Martha's pearls up there. Yep. Because she had a pearl necklace.
She did, I'm just wondering, like, how many continuities did Joe Chill get away with it?
Most versions all got scattered along the ground.
Yeah.
Sunken treasure chest.
Which, like, I'm sure somebody could have gone around and just picked up those pearls, but, like...
Of course, it would have been...
priorities.
Bruce, we would have done that. Also, look at Bruce's... Look at
like, some random off...
Look at Bruce's hair. I just noticed that. Look at that. Oh, God. You can see right through it.
I'll give the game a pass for that, because, like, you're not supposed to stay at Bruce for this long, I imagine.
Probably not. Chinese dragon? And...
It's like
King.
It's like generic rich person stuff, but at the same time, given how, like, vast and diverse the DC universe can be...
Yeah, it could be anything. Alright, so let's head through the door.
Oh, yeah. To go back to the pearl necklace, I would imagine it'd be, like, either Alfred or, like, some random police officer. More than Bruce himself.
Ah. Oh, what is this?
So, the Arkhamverse has got something that, like, I find really neat that's not in any other continuity to my knowledge.
Mm.
In the Arkhamverse, the officer that comforts Bruce Wayne throughout, like, the day is Gordon himself.
Yeah, Gordon's normally known to do that.
Yeah. I just don't know if that's a figure like any other continuity.
I think he...
Like, he explains, like, how Gordon and Bruce became, like, friends for life.
I feel like he might have done that in the animated series. Maybe. I need to get back to the animated series at some point. Because I know Bruce had a specific woman that took care of him at a certain point after his parents died. And that he would visit her every now and again. And I think she knows he's Batman.
60s continuity also had Aunt Harriet, who is somebody that, like, is gone for a reason, if, like, in the greater Batman mythos, but, like, I kind of wish he didn't. Also, Blondie. I know it's rainy, but how the fuck did you get this wet? Did you take a dip in a puddle or something?
Possibly.
And he just looks at me guilty. But like, Aunt Harriet was not a great character, to be honest. Even though it did lead to one of the best stories of like behind the scenes. But like, I like the idea of Thomas and or Martha Wayne having like other family members that are affected. Arkham said I'd tweak the origin a bit more, so how it goes as of right now. Bruce's parents were murdered in the alley. Oh, Leslie Tompkins. Then Leslie Tompkins found her a few minutes later and called the cops. When Gordon showed up and got Bruce's statement, then Bruce would stay with Leslie till Alfred arrived to get him. So that's probably what you were talking about.
Arkham... Oh, is that what you just read?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the animated show had that, and I believe the animated, that woman or whatever, knows that Bruce is Batman, because it's kind of hard to hide that from a woman that took care of you.
Yeah. Leslie Tompkins is a doctor. Basically, whenever Bruce would get too fucked up by...
Oh, she was basically his night doctor.
Yeah. I have to remind myself that that's an actual thing in Marvel. And like, Marvel even makes a joke about the fact that the Night Doctor sounds like a prostitute.
It does kind of do that, yeah. I like the Night Doctor in the Marvel Netflix shows, but then again, I like Rosario Dawkins, whatever her name was. Rosario Dawson?
She is a good actor.
And she was a great way to...
Ahsoka, where, like, you can tell that, like, Ahsoka being so lifeless was not her fault, because, like, she was trying.
And she's also Wonder Woman in the DCAU stuff, the films.
Yeah.
Which does a great job there. Look, I think it just comes down to the fact that show didn't know what to do at the time.
Yeah. Oh,
this is basically who stitches Bruce up when he's unable to get back to the cave at the moment.
We got completely distracted immediately on that one. But yeah, Leslie was the doctor who would stitch him up. She was mainly a thing during like the 80s to the 2000s. Because there was a story arc called War Crimes. They did a bit of a character assassination on her. War Games wasn't War Crimes.
Excuse me.
And she, in the main universe, has not been seen since, to my knowledge, but, like... There was a good, like, 30-year period where, like, she was one of Batman's regulars.
I would like to see Rosario Dawson, or I think that's her name, come back for like Daredevil and stuff like that, because she's a really good actor, and it's not like I don't think they've gotten rid of the damn continuity. Again, they bring back both the actor of Daredevil and Punisher. For that,
I don't think Disney can afford to get rid of the continuity right now.
It's so good, people like. But that, with that being said, I gotta finish Daredevil season 3, or get to it. I gotta finish a lot of the shows before I go to the next Daredevil Punisher show.
But like, the only Rosario Dawson role I can think of where like she was bad is Ahsoka, and like I can tell that's not her fault. She just had a really bad script. Like, Ahsoka has got some good moments, but like, I feel the things that justify those moments are dumb. Like, I love the duel with Anakin, but like, the entire conversation between the duel relies on Ahsoka still being the same character as he was in the Clone Wars.
One theory people are spreading as to why Bruce never mentions Leslie in the other games could be that something happens between Shadow and Asylum that makes it so they are on speaking terms. Or it could be that, or a way to keep her safe. Because, you know...
As much as I hate war games, war crimes, it does do a good point for, like, all the superhero stuff must weigh on you eventually. Because, like, very frequently, Leslie will come... Leslie will just see, like, kids at the doorstep wounded. Along with Bruce himself. Like, what causes the whole conflict in... Well, Leslie's conflict in those arcs is Stephanie Brown showing up, like, near dead. Who at the time in this continuity, Stephanie Brown was also a single mother. Like, if I ever call Stephanie Brown an honorary MILF, that's why. In at least one continuity, he has had a child.
Oh.
Alfred must have put my suit back into storage by the computer.
But, like, there's this beautiful, well, should be beautiful, scene of Leslie just breaking down in tears, just going through, like, all the sexiest scene, just fixing up the Bat family. And, like, if the arc wasn't so bad, it would have been really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's a necessary evil of comics, but, like, there are many arcs where, like,
Whoa, Kai!
Thanks for the way!
Holy shit! Oh, thank you! Oh my god! Hi! I'm Jack Kronos.
Love the emote, by the way.
Welcome to the Batman Arkham Origins stream where I'm finishing off the DLC for the game. Hi!
Ninja Raid.
I was not expecting this. Oh my god. Hi. It's good. It's going. Hi. Thank you.
I'm enjoying this. Thank you, Kai.
Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm.
Time to prep the exosuit for deployment.
Holy shit, there's an armored bat suit.
Oh my god. Got me all emotional now. Holy shit, thank you. Oh my god.
I need to get back to the manor and find Ferris before Penguin's men do.
Hi. Cause I don't get raids that often, if at all. Oh, thank you, Kai. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Oh my god.
The only way back to
I'm gonna need a moment.
This is also the biggest raid you've ever had.
Yeah, it is. This is the biggest I've ever had. I've never had this many people. Oh my god. Oh.
I remember when I met Wanderlust and he raided me during the Costume Quest streams. And I was just like beside myself. Because I just didn't know what to do.
I must entertain. You're right. Holy shit.
Be yourself.
Hi! We're gonna be Batman beating up Mr. Freeze. Oh my god. Oh fuck.
You must entertain while I'm entertained.
Oh fucking hell. Thank you.
Oh my god, the Glaceon!
There's a Glaceon! It doesn't shadow.
Penguin's men are in the north wing.
Oh.
I need to go back to the tunnel above the training area.
Oh my god. Welcome all to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you all here. We are doing, as I stated earlier, we're doing the DLC for Batman Arkham Origins. I think I'm in the wrong area. I would raid you more often. I always stream it weirdly. What? Yeah, that's fair. So we're gonna take down Mr. Freeze because it's New Year's, even though for us it's still before Christmas. So that's, in my opinion, that's Freeze's main goal. He's trying to move Christmas and New Year's around. The Fiend.
See, Kai, what were you playing / doing?
Resident Evil 4, it seems.
Oh.
We were just talking about.
The formula we used for your glue grenades was unstable. What was left after Christmas Eve was degraded into dust.
Oh no, the glue grenades. Damn.
Now we slow down the balloons.
I want my balloons. Oh my god. Holy crap. Anyway, let's see. How do we get out of here? Batman. How do we get out of here? This is your house. Explain. Well, I'm Batman, and I don't have guests normally. Anyways, back to the previous conversation. Arkham version of Leslie might be a bit miserable as one of the kids that she helped raise ends up dressing like the Bat while beating criminals up, while the other one got acid thrown in his face and became a criminal. Arkham Shadow establishes that Bruce and Harvey grew up together with Leslie looking after them. I believe in specific continuities, Bruce and Harvey Dent have always technically been friends.
Yes.
But after certain shit happens, it kind of, everything goes to hell. Again, I think the Telltale game focuses on that as well in the early stuff.
It's something that I appreciate when writers, like, remember that. But Bruce and Harvey are still friends. So, Bruce will hold his punches a little bit around Harvey. Like, if possible, Bruce will just, like, stand to the side and, like, debate him.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, under good writers, you can really tell, like, how Bruce feels about, like, certain bad guys, by like, how he'll treat them. With Joker, it's no holds barred, because Joker.
Yeah, Joker deserves
But you've got, like, Freeze, Ivy, Dent, where, like, he understands or sympathizes with them enough that, like, he tries to help them.
What was that? It keeps going off. Oh, now I can use it. Thanks, Batman. I always remember the Batman animated series, that they were friends, and then, you know, shit happened. By the way, I don't know if it's just the art style at the time, but Harvey in the original always looked like he might have been of African American origin.
Stories about that. I've heard, like, rumblings that it was based on... Lando Calrissian. I know you're talking about.
Lando's actor. I can't remember his name. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
I should know that. But in Tim Burton's Batman films, he appears as Harvey Dent. The plan was to have him eventually be Two-Face, but Tim Burton got taken off the projects.
Yeah, and
I have heard that Harvey in the TV show is darker skinned to reflect that. I've never seen proof of that, though.
Well, it's the same thing with Lex in the animated show as well. And did Superman. Yeah. Because he has a darker complexion as well. Which they would then reuse in the Harley Quinn show. It's not just you.
Like
some people thought Lex Luthor in Superman the animated series was black because of how he was drawn. Yeah! I don't know why. It was... I think it's fine. It's just... Like... I don't know. It's weird. That's fine.
I could go either way. Kind of like Catwoman.
Yeah, it's like... As long as the character is good, I don't give a damn what your color is. Ah! It's burning! Oh.
Go either way, but I would also like request that, like, if you're gonna do that kind of thing, don't be awkward about it.
Okay, still here, lol. I just know nothing about that. Okay, so basically the Arkham series is set in its own continuity. I believe that the Arkham Origins takes place in, I think, year 2 of Batman, the original stuff. The later Arkham games, I believe, take place after the, after basically Batman quits the Justice League and he goes on his own stuff to patrol and keep his city safe.
Yeah.
They're fun.
This is very early in Bruce's career.
Yep.
The Arkham games is just basically like Bruce... I don't want to say near the end of it, but like on the tail end.
Yeah, pretty much like 20 years later, I believe.
Something like that. It's enough that... This is before Robin. The main Arkhamverse, Robin has become Nightwing and is heavily implied has been established for a while.
Yeah, I swear, I think Robin actually does show up in this game, at least in probably in the DLC.
I know he shows up in the multiplayer mode.
Oh, is that what he's in? That would explain it then, because I saw him behind the voice actor, and so I was like, okay, he's in the game. And if he's not, well, if he is, he's probably the multiplayer. Origins Year 2, Origins Blackgate, and Shadow Year 3. Okay.
Forgot Blackgate existed.
No, it's part of the Wii U thing, isn't it?
Is it 3DS?
Oh, it might be 3DS. I have no interest in playing a 3DS type Batman game because it's just not as good as a console game.
It's a Metroidvania, and I really like the idea of it. It's just like
Still no
one of those
signal
games
for
that like I don't see myself getting around to at any like quick pace.
Well, I could see that happening, yeah. Well, again, a
Well, I like the
Metroidvania
idea
Batman
of,
is not a bad idea. I think that's actually genius.
It's a great idea.
Arkham Shadow confirms
I'd
Blackgate
better
as
find
canon.
another
Oh, really?
diary.
What did he say?
How like I've seen people argue that the main series are Metroidvanias, and like I don't agree, but like I can see it.
I mean, it's all about going from one place to the next, coming back with new equipment and shit. It's basically a 3D Metroidvania. Like Prime. And
Like
all
I
that.
can see it.
Yeah.
I just don't agree.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Arkham games are more like brawlers, like adventure games.
Yeah.
But like if they're not Metroidvanias, they're close to it.
Close enough. Well, they take inspiration from him, anyway.
Keep your
Yeah.
silly jade statue then, and I'm sure
Damn it,
your
Alfred.
employer will enjoy the hundreds of dollars it will garner on the black.
Origins multiplayer is not at all canon due to all the new issues and reuse access. I might try an Arkham game at some point. If I was honest with you, probably, don't start with Origins. As much as I would love you to start with Origins, Asylum would be the first one to start with because it's the original.
Because history has been kind to this game, but like it's still like on the weaker end of the series.
Come here, come here, come here. Yeah.
Freeze! He ain't our boss. You want to talk to the Penguin? Hey, Motormouth.
Okay, sounds good. Cool.
What?
Release order. Yeah, release order's good too. Yeah. Let's go to. Now here comes the big part of this series where big areas, but there's a big hostage situation. So you've got to take down your you got to take down the enemies through stealth combat or stealth stuff. But that's what Batman's used to because he's also trained in ways of ninja. Nin.
If you've ever seen that sequence in Batman Begins where like there's a bunch of thugs in the shipping yard and Batman just picks them off one by one. Basically, you're doing that.
Yeah. So now I got to find a correct area to grab my first victim when he's underneath
Yeah,
the.
Spider-Man also had these sequences.
Yeah. Spider-Man took inspiration, but then again, Spider-Man's also been able to do that for like both comics and his early games too. But it's just a nice. It was a nice update to the formula, which I thought was really good. Okay, so because these people decide to move a lot, you've got to be you got to pick and choose where you grab them. Hopefully he comes underneath. Come on. There you go. Got him.
Did it? I'm not with the Origins DLC challenges.
So anyone here DUALIPA fans? Huh?
I mean, CBS, if you mean the TV show, you're dealing with like two non-Americans, so
Yeah.
that'd be why.
Yeah. Not really familiar with that, bud. But go ahead and explain it if you want.
I hope you do, because I want to know what that stands for. Dua Lipa the singer.
Oh, okay.
Do I know from anything?
Come on.
This is probably...
Oh, you bitch. You cheaty bucker. I'm gonna get you. Alright. Come on. There's gotta be someone around here I can grab. Batman requires a sacrifice.
I looked at this lady and saw the single Beta one, and I almost spat my drink thinking he was a Carmen White singer.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't think I've heard of this lay before.
Be the one, be the one. That'd be amazing. Arkham Shadows basically started Bruce's transition from the angrier Batman from Origins to the more stoic Batman from Asylum City at night. Very true. Well, it's basically like in the Robert Pattinson, the Batman movie, where he's transitioning from vengeance to well, what did he transition from? It was vengeance to something, because he realized he can't just go around beating up people like an angry bastard. They make it so hard to grab somebody in this game. Or they want
I feel like that's the point, because I presume this DLC
wants you to
expects you to have played the main game.
Yeah.
But like the gargoyles are also bombed.
But thankfully they're not. But yeah, they could easily have done that. Okay. So in that case, gargoyle areas or perch areas, if they're not going to work, you're going to have to take advantage of the great areas where you can slither under them and invert and take down people, and then jump back at the grate to get the hell out of there.
Or you could just max skills it, but like I've never been skilled enough to like do that kind of thing. I assume you're not gonna for stream safety.
Yeah, I don't want to start. He's still the angry Origins Batman for those because it's only been 7 months. He starts coming down more as it goes on. That's fair.
Joe, like keep them together.
I don't remember if City had the thing where you could tag your enemies, so you knew where they were at all times. Because they don't have that in this game.
I want to say that got introduced in Night, but I'm not 100% sure.
And that's how you do that. When you go back to your perch.
None of these games where you tag them.
None of these games. Oh, okay. I might be. Oh, I'm thinking of Spider-Man then. My bad. That was something I really appreciate about Spider-Man. I'd let you do that.
As much as MJ sections look like pain, never played Spider-Man, sorry. There's a cool one where like Peter is above Mary Jane's head.
Oh, I love that one.
He just tag enemies and he just takes them out.
Yeah, I thought that was fantastic. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy.
Go to sleep.
Oh boy, there's a whole bunch of them over there. But can I grab one?
Well, like I really need to get my A into G with the Spider-Man games, cause like I know I'll enjoy them when I get around to them. It's just like so many good games.
Well, I want to show off the PS1 Spider-Man games next year because those are the games I grew up with as a kid. And they have some of the best dialogue and the best like stuff. And playing the first game on Dreamcast, because I got myself a Dreamcast emulator. I'm going to bed, get food, and wait. I'll leave Lurk. Nice to finally raid. Thanks, Kai. I'm very thankful for the raid.
Enjoy your food.
That was amazing. You just made my day. Thank you so much.
The challenge for Arkham is similar to Assassin's Creed. Is seeing how quickly you can take out everyone in the moon.
The moon?
Everybody in the room without being seen.
Batman on the Moon. Available now.
You know what, you joke, but that nothing would better than I just cause Batman.
Okay. Come to daddy. Ah! Damn it! Of course I'm trying to escape. You shot me.
Wait, they're not gonna kill Alfred?
Yeah! Make your day. Hopefully you can raid you more in the future. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I hope. I'm flustered. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. But yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. Alfred's fine. He's just. Alfred, Daddy, I'm coming.
I mean, that's a weight of your shoulders, but I'm surprised that the books aren't like suiting him the second Batman gets seen.
Where are the, Come on.
Lucky star.
Come on, come on.
Oh, this is from Kai.
Come on, okay. Come here. It's okay. In Batman's pits, no one will hear you scream.
Take a long nap.
It's Axe
Dream
body
of
spray.
bats.
Enjoy my Old Spice. Okay, so the last guys are on the bottom floor. Oh well, they can just come up here. That's fine too. Speaking of Robert Pattinson, Shadow
I don't
takes
know why when you said, oh,
Shadow takes slight inspiration from the 2022 film in terms of gadgets. So it's now canon that between Origins Asylum, Lucius made a version of the suit where the symbol is a detachable batarang. To be fair, that is a smart idea.
I like it more than the bloody axe Absolute has. Cause like people like Absolute and like more power to them, but like how much effort they go into not killing while still using violent weapons just like annoys me so much.
Because it's like, and there has to come a point where you realize that those, again, if you go by the animated series, those damn batarangs, when they come out, they sound sharp with that fucking swing. So you got to think to yourself, there's no way in hell those things are not piercing people when he throws them at people.
They sound sharp in this game as well, especially
Yeah.
in remote.
Okay.
Like when I say it, I focus more like why don't you kill the Joker, but like Batman's growing lethality is also something that would benefit from us going back to the camp at least a little bit.
No, I'm not.
But, like, I know, like, criminals are getting stronger and all that jazz, but, like, I feel at some point Batman just becomes a paramilitary. Like, a one-man paramilitary.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point of Batman Incorporated. Batman all over the world.
A good point, Sadar.
Absolute gets around that by saying that unlike normal Bruce, Absolute Bruce didn't actually see his father's death, just the aftermath, so he won't kill, but he's even more brutal. Oof. I'm gonna
Like,
have...
Absolute does very interesting things. It's just like, I hate... There was something about Absolute that I just annoy me, and I can't put past that annoyance. But, like, it's good enough that, like, if you like Absolute, I'm not gonna sit on you for it. It's just not for me.
Hostage taker. Oh, boy.
Wait, are they gonna kill Alfred?
One of them's got him.
Alfred?
Thank you, Alfred. You are a good man. Oh, Bruce. Hello. Shh. Good boy.
To continue the Absolute, I did say that, like, I want to check out, at least check out Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman. Still yet to do that.
Isn't that the name of one of the movies? Oh, no, I'm thinking of All-Star Superman. My bad.
Yeah, All-Star. Also name of a comic book.
I heard All-Star was a really good movie. I think it was, anyway.
Myself, and I never watched it. Because All-Star Superman is considered really good. All-Star Batman is considered really bad.
Yeah, the axe symbol is still kind of dumb, but the ears being detachable knives is a cool idea. Yeah, I agree.
People to safety, but the Wayne crest is blocking the exit.
The ears are dumb, but like, can't be mile less dumb than the axe. At least like the ears
This way.
become practical.
That was amazing. You just picked those goons apart. Shh, quiet. They've got Ferris Boyle in the next room. I think they're going to kill him.
All-Star Superman, Grant Morrison. All-Star Batman, later years, Frank Miller.
Thank you for the rescue.
Yeah.
I forget. Who was the better writer? Was Frank Miller the better writer, or was that Bruce Timm? Or was Bruce Timm just a fucking yikes at times?
Bruce is a good writer, it's just he's a very author's poorly disguised fetish writer. Grant Morrison is an amazing writer, he's one of my favorites in comics. Frank Miller was a good writer, and then, how do I approach this subject? A certain event involving two towers happened.
Oh, that, yeah.
Because Frank Miller was very patriotic. American can do no wrong, America is very powerful, etc., etc. That event broke him. And he's been getting a lot better about it now, but like there was still a good like 10, 20 years where Frank was just like schizo. All-Star Batman was during that period. Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it. Frank Miller's the one who worked Dark Knight Returns in year 1, but his mental health took a nosedive after certain. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That hit a lot of people that year.
Yeah. I try not to give him shit for it, but like it's a hard thing not to bring up.
I have no quarrel with you.
Then you crashed the wrong party.
Like,
Freeze? What do you want?
he wrote
That's
a
Mr.
comic
Freeze.
called Holy Terror, and it is... Oh fucking boy. It's one of the few Linkara videos I would still recommend today.
Ow, jerk. Can you turn off the taser? That's cheating. Let me get my taser out at least. There we go. Now it's a fair fight. You unlock these shock gloves in the main story by something to do with the electrocutioner. If you want to know about that, go watch the full playthrough. Because I'm not spoiling it for you here. All right. Oh.
The how do you think I am? I'm the goddamn Batman is also notable because like that became a meme like almost immediately. Frank Miller found that out and he played that up.
Oh. I can't tell if that's a good or a bad thing though, because sometimes like
it's kind of both.
It's kind of a I like a nice little reference to memes here and there, but like if you overdo it, then it's just like, all right, the meme's dead. Thanks for that.
Freeze is gone. One of Penguin's goons will know where that chopper's going.
Like, if you ever get drunk and you feel the need to read a comic book, All-Star Batman is great for like the drunk read, but like I would not recommend it any other way.
Yeah, basically. Well, that's how I feel about certain movies. You can only really enjoy them when you've got some friends around riffing and you're getting drunk.
Yes.
Fucking Ice Beam.
Like, to be fair on Frank, from what I've seen and from what I've heard, he has gotten better, like, recently. So I hope we just get good writer Frank Miller, like, back.
That'd be nice.
But before that incident, he was an amazing writer. Like, if you've not read Dark Knight Returns or Year 1, I would highly recommend them. It's just like, that fucking period.
Whoa! Yeah! Okay, there we go. I'm fast because, gameplay. Internet.
Which I've never read Dark Knight Strikes Again, nor, quite the name, Master Race.
Oh, Jesus. Why is it called that?
I don't know.
That's almost as bad as Black Kiwi. Or Kiwi Black. Which I can't believe is a thing. That still fucks me up. I'm probably gonna die. Sorry, folks. Get me out of here. Whoa!
Kiwi Black is one of those things that, like, is so stupid that I've kind of fallen in love with it.
An achievement for that. Get 3 enemies frozen by 1 ice beam. Let me out of here.
Dark Knight Master Race is basically just a story of Kryptonians coming. So, Man of Steel.
Yeah, what else is new?
I mean, given what our son does to Kryptonians, I can kind of see the logic for the name. But, like, that fucking name.
Oh, come on! I almost had him! What the fuck it! Ah! Hi.
It involves Bruce dying and coming back to life. And younger body. What?
Huh? Oh, that's just stupid. Okay. He's not goddamn friend. Like, ugh. There's a few heroes that can do that, but that's
Jesus.
dumb.
I mean, mine goes straight to the doctor.
Oh, Lazarus Pit. Yeah, that would do it. Okay, never mind.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Because that's what happened in Batman Beyond. Or similar to us in Batman Beyond, because... What was her name? Talia showed up, and Bruce got into Lazarus Pit, got younger, but he hated it. But then he also figured out what happened to Talia as well, and was like, oh god.
Yep. Wondering if you were going to address that.
Yeah, it was not pretty. Let me out of here!
There was some things about the Diniverse that, like, I would rather stay in the past. That plotline with Talia is one of them. But, like, it really does play up, like, how much of a monster was our goal is, but it's like,
It's funny though, Ross, I like him in the Young Justice where he's not as bad. He's still a bad guy, but after the shit that happens, he actually quits the light and just was like, nah, fuck that. I think it's because it's what happened with Jason Todd at the time. He just goes, nah.
yeah.
Because he knows he's gone too far when you kill one of the Bat family. Because that actually gets addressed in the Death in the or the Under the Red Hood movie.
Yep.
Even he knows when he screwed up. Which I appreciate with Raish. Oh, I died again. Fuck. We can do this.
Out the champagne, boys. I think it's gonna be a very, very good year.
I want Harley to bite your nose off again. Reference to the Harley Quinn show. That was amazing. Alright, let's try this again. I think I know what I've got to do.
Kelly plays into this.
Can you stop that?
Miller is really protective around Kelly, which given what has happened with some characters in comics, I don't really blame him for that.
Yeah, I don't... There becomes a point where it's like, you wonder if your character is going to be screwed over by some jackass writer or the current people in charge.
I mean, look at earlier in the stream where I mentioned how after War Games, War Crimes, Leslie Thompson just kind of stopped appearing.
There we go. That's one of them.
But like some jackass writer just like character assassinated her.
I was having a discussion in regards to the idea of specific writers at the time about Spider-Man. And I obviously brought up the fact that, oh, it's the current writers are doing this shit. But then I was countered with, no, it's the current publication people, the higher-ups that want this kind of stuff. And it's like, it's both, dude.
Yeah. To be fair, Marvel CEOs are the ones with like the long history with it, but like, Zeb has been especially bad with it. Like, I see a lot of people hopeful that, like, Ultimate Spider-Man will, like, cause a change.
It's already done really... It's sold a lot of... It's sold a lot of copies, so that's good.
Yes. I've been told Ultimate Spider-Man sells more than, like, the entire rest of the line.
That didn't even hit me!
Like, combined. But, like, ever since, like, 2018, I want to say? Comics have hid their numbers, so
who knows?
hard
Yeah.
to say.
Well, to be fair, it's not a bad idea to hide that.
Especially given like during that period, comics were failing hard.
Yeah, I think we got it this time. Come here, you.
Like, there's a amazing but awful quote about like how the big comics, if they pulled in the sales that they pull in now, back in like the 90s,
Come
they
here, you.
got cancelled.
Where is he taking Ferris?
Where's Ferris Bueller?
Do you have any idea how many of your friends I sent to the hospital on Christmas Eve?
Look, one of Penguin's
Twice the game messed up by having Miller White and Bruce at some point fired Dick Grayson, which to be fair, sometimes he does.
Meet up in the emergency
And Dick would
room
eventually
instead.
want revenge and become a second Joker with shape-shifting ability.
What?
No.
To the city.
You're almost to South Gotham. The Penguin's dealer can tell you what this Mr. Freeze has done with our...
Most fair. You got me on that one.
It's sickening.
I know you'll bring him to justice, sir.
I'll see this one wheeled into Blackgate on a gurney.
Like, I forgot what continuity it was, but like, oh wait, it was Brave and the Bold. Where like, Bruce and Dick, when they were starting to like, go their separate ways, just like, made a fight worse than like it was actually. Because Bruce wanted to encourage Dick to go his own separate way.
Track down Penguin's dealer and find out
It
where
was-
Freeze was taking Ferris.
One of those scenes that like must look weird out of context, but like in the context it was really sweet.
Okay, so we only need to go in 2 areas, thankfully, because everything else is locked off. That's good. Very good. All right, let's get that thing first, so we know where to freeze is. Then we'll take on those anarchy douches.
Oh boy, Anarchy. My favorite villain.
Again, I brought it up in the thing, but he'd be good as like a villain that becomes good, like an anti-hero. I think that would benefit more.
Which I agree with you. Just like, part of Anarchy's thing is that like there's many Anarchies like in real life. Just like activists that don't really know like what's actually good for the world, or activists just like want personal gain from it. It's just because I encounter like real world Anarchies, whenever I encounter him I'm just like, do we have to?
Unfortunately, yes.
Miller's writing is so bad nowadays they really read Dark Knight Return. That's a mood.
Yeah.
I understand that feeling. Like, I was talking to a mate last night about like the Star Wars games. It occurred to me that like I don't even play like the good Star Wars stuff slash movies slash games slash movies because of this Disney era.
Oh Jesus! Fuck! He shot me.
Leonard, he just like popped the cap in your ass.
He headshot me like, oh, there he is, punk. What a dick. What a dick.
Like, I think the only Star Wars game that I played off stream is Battlefront 2. So, like, I understand that feeling.
No, he's not. Yes, your reasoning has been deduced. Gun stuff really pisses me off. I know you can technically take down the gun stuff with the jammer, but you know that requires you getting the gun out during combat. Oh fuck! We're taking the jammer out during combat. Also, I swear I feel like I've lost most of my health stuff for this. Got it on my tool.
It didn't
Most
look
of my
like it earlier.
yeah. Okay, we did it. Oh no, that's technically there, but it feels like it's less than what it used to be. Is that meant to be? Yeah, it's meant to be Big Belly Burger. Big Belly. Okay. We are heading back this way. Alright, let's try this again. Batman. Thank you. Go, Batman!
As an aside, I'm listening to Joe on another tab. He's talking about a salty money bag, so I know exactly where he is in Spire 3.
Oh, yes, I love that. Oh. To be fair. Do you remember when I played that and I kind of died?
Yes. I'm sad the laughing fit that I had over that must have been too loud for Discord.
That had to kill him.
Cause like, that and Dummy Thick are the two biggest laughing fits I think I've ever had on your channel.
Oh yeah, I'm glad we clipped that. It was hilarious. Bust up his gun. Bust up his gun. And that's all I can do.
Don't touch me,
Like,
fool.
at least on the Dummy Thick scene, I feel it's funnier. Cause like, you just hear me panting like a sick dog every once in a while. Because that laughing fit was actually causing me pain near the end of it.
Look out! Where the hell are you? Hey, found him. Come on, you piece of crap!
Stop
Yeah,
fighting
you
with
losing the health
weapons.
really fast.
Beat me with a fist.
Doug Ryder, you are taking like a full clip.
This is harder than normal because I feel like my ballistic stuff is a lot worse than it used to be.
I can't see anything in this stuff. Huh? I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna hurt. Help! He's over here! He's on the run! Found him!
No, you didn't.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have my dinner wall.
Had to do it.
Alrighty. I have to figure out the best... No, shut up, you. Ugh. That's how you die? You suck. Stop that. Go back to bed. This can technically knock them out with enough hits. Problem is, there's just too many of them right now.
On me! Now you're in for it! We pulled it off!
God damn it! Whatever.
Break out the champagne, boys! I think it's gonna be a very, very good year.
If they've got old guns, this is going to be a very tough fight. Do I have anything that can... I know, again, the Disruptor is one thing, but the Disruptor also doesn't stay around long enough for me to get good use out of it. I guess the best thing would be just to pick them off one by one. Freeze Ray is Captain Cold's weapon. Yeah, I think the best thing to do here is just to pick him off slowly. Because with all the guns, there's no point. Batman's whole thing is hiding in the dark so good. Yeah, I thought I could try and take him down, but no, not in this case. So it's best to just stay in the dark. Come here, you. All right, this is working a little bit better. I got too antsy or hasty, either or. So let's be a bit easier with this.
As an aside, seeing Sadow's comment, one of my favorite stills from the Diniverse Sorrow is the episode where Ivy tries to reform. You just see Batman on top of a tree with binoculars.
That's I guess he's just making sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
And to be fair on Batman, the episode has Ivy, like, mutate a family. Just because he still had, like, that little bit of villain left in her. Like, the episode ends on a really sad note, because, like, she flees Gotham.
Yep.
Because he finally gets the idea of just leave Gotham.
Goes to Metropolis.
Like, she must have been attached to the family. No, to my knowledge, that's just like a Harley Quinn TV show thing.
Well, no. She also went to Metropolis in the Hush comic as well.
Fair, you got me there. But, like, she must have been attached to the family enough that, like, during that last train ride out, she opens up a picture book of the family, and the time she had with the family just starts crying. It's like...
Thing is, I can understand.
Ivy gets told because woman checks and finds that the dude Ivy took a hostage doesn't have custody of. Why do I remember that now?
I can understand Ivy's like mindset of like she's sick of the humanity poisoning the world and killing off all the plants and all that shit that we need.
Yeah.
But there has to be a better way to go about what you're doing, sweetheart. Or maybe you've already tried then and it just hasn't worked.
Bit of column A, bit of column B in the case of Ivy.
Yeah.
Because very often across continuities, you will get given, like, gardens and that to try to help a reform. Just due to the nature of comics, it never lasts. Well, ever since Harley Quinn, it usually somewhat lasts.
Well, yeah, because it's its own TV show. A comic.
The character.
Oh, oh, yeah. But that's the difference between the TV show versus a comic. Except that unfortunately that argument goes to hell when you remember that was it season 4 of the animated show where Freeze just became a fucking head on robot thing. And it's like, oh, she's back, but she left me and now I'm back to crime again. It's like, Jesus Christ, Freeze. All right.
At least in the Concepts Beyond, he didn't do it willingly. It's more like, what do I do? And these guys are just trying to take what little I have left.
Got a freeze gun. You could actually probably help refreeze the fucking Antarctic and the Arctic. You could fix the poles up, my guy. You could be doing that.
To be fair, I bloody hope by the time of Batman Beyond, somebody has done that anyway.
Oh, that'd be some shit that he couldn't even do that.
There's a really chilling, but line at the end of the Mr. Freeze episode and Beyond. Where, like, Terry tries to save Mr. Freeze. It's just like, leave me. You're the only one that cares.
That's sad.
And then, as far as we know, the building falls down and Mr. Freeze is just dead.
That's sad. That is fucking sad. Like,
yeah.
Dude, what the hell?
Freeze is a very tragic character.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, I prefer that ending over the one. Anyone where Nora just betrays him.
Well, that or when Nora gets fucking fire powers.
Yes, I'm pissed about that too.
There exists a picture of Batman Beyond anime. Oh god, I fucking hated that. The Spider-Verse creators were meant to make that, and I was like, oh, it looks so good.
Like, Warner is really good at passing up, like, good ideas. And, like, sometimes I understand, like, even the Batman Beyond thing where, like, it would be a niche thing, but, like, you know who else would be a niche thing? Miles Morales.
Yeah, but Miles is actually... But the thing is, though, Miles has gained so much popularity in his 15 or so years of creation. People love him.
That was the joke.
Oh, it's true. Fuck, I missed the joke. Come back! It's gone. Yeah, but Terry also gets... I don't know, does Batman Beyond still get comics? Or was it just a
yes,
TV?
It does.
Oh, it does, thank God.
The continuity is a bit of a mess, but, like, that's just by nature of being set in the future.
Yeah, because the future keeps changing with every variation of shit that happens in the current stuff. Probably the same shit that happens with Bart.
Everybody keep sharp.
Like,
Make sure there ain't any cop.
you can tell that the writers for like each series, they try, but like it's a losing battle.
Yeah. Especially when the execs just don't care.
That's part of why I like the idea of us just never discovering who Booster Gold's eventual wife is, cause like that's
Finding Penguin's dealer.
just a
Find
mess
his
waiting to
freeze.
happen.
I should scan this area for clues that might tell me where he went.
Oh, here's another thing you could do in the main game. Detective work.
Whatever this substance is, it's slowly shutting his systems down, putting him into cryostasis. I won't be able to safely remove him from the ice without the thermal gloves built into the XE suit.
Ah, it was just a producer.
The officer just chanced upon Penguin's men. He wasn't equipped to deal with this cryotech, but the cryo gun was leaking.
What? Kind of doubles back to the whole Gotham PD thing. You're some like gangbanger Penguin hired, and somebody just attacks you with a freeze gun. What the fuck are you supposed to do?
Alfred, Penguin's men are using cryogenic weapons to encase innocent people in ice. I'm going to need the thermal
Like,
gloves
you're not
and the
Adam
XE
West
suit to wear
Batman.
them.
You're not gonna have an anti-freeze
Any
underwear or something.
idea where these weapons are coming from?
I'll get that answer when I catch up with Penguin's dealer.
So now we follow the
Also, I'm gonna
trail
go check
to
my
find.
boot.
Now we follow the
I'm gonna check
trail.
my boot, BRB.
All right, go do that. Now I just follow the trail to find the that Penguin's goon. I think this is like the second time I've had to do this. Oh fuck.
This can't be.
No gun for you. Into the fire. Ah! Bad. No, stop that. Bad. I'm Batman. Boop. Alrighty, where was I? Alright, Mr. Cryo Boy, you're around here somewhere, and I will find you. Beyond that, Beyond has gotten like 3 different types of comics. One that everyone hates, which merges the continuity of the show and the main comics. One that takes place in the continuity of DC's New 52 and Rebirth. And one standalone variant where Terry has to be Batman on his own after Bruce Wayne mysteriously dies. So the other 2 are alright? Interesting.
Bats on the attack!
I'm fighting skeletons.
Gotta stop that guy!
It's New Year's, not Christmas, not Halloween. That's another game. Die! Or be knocked out.
Was all I remember the first one is that like Husk was a reoccurring bad guy or something along those lines, or there was a new Husk that was Tim Drake or something.
Oh.
Maybe not Tim Drake, but like one of the Bat family.
Dispatch 4-3, ice formation. Yeah, we got it.
We got it. Doom, doom, doom. Ooh, we got it. Doom, doom.
Variant would probably have the most successful time because then it doesn't have to obey the rules of the main continuity.
Hush Beyond was a psychotic clone of Dick Grayson made by Amanda. Oh, fuck off,
Thank
Waller. Of course it was Waller.
Yeah.
Bitch.
That what I think it is? Oh.
It's
I
a
love
fist.
all the backstory, but like, Waller is one of those characters that like, some writers have gone way too far with it.
Yeah. I will state, I
But
love.
It's weird to think nowadays, with like all Waller is done across continuities, but there was a time where Waller was just like a happy housewife. Like, what happened is her son got caught up in gangs and then got shot. So her husband decided he would pick up a gun and take revenge on those gangs.
Oh.
The husband probably gets shot and dies.
Jesus.
Waller, in her grief, you could easily argue Waller herself died on these two events. Cause whatever became of Waller turned her into a fucking demon. But that's also why she is so, like, absolute when it comes to justice. Because in a nicer incarnation, she just doesn't want that to happen to anybody else.
Yeah. Too bad that, unfortunately, Waller's intentions for everything are all fucky-wucky.
Yeah.
I've heard the Creature Commando stuff is been pretty fun though.
Yeah.
Despite
I've heard gripes about it. I've heard a lot of gripes about it, but like, seems like ultimately it is a good SAR.
Well, it's meant to be the Peacemaker Season 2, I believe, is meant to be the start of James Gunn's universe.
Oh, right. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. When I brought it up, I said the Creature Commandos was the start, and no, Peacemaker's the start. But to be honest, I completely forget that Peacemaker has got a TV SAR.
It's surprisingly really good, which I'm happy about. It's just it's impossible to watch outside of the US because it's only on Max. Yeah. Come here, you.
Where's Freeze? You think I know? You plan on
That doubles back to what I was saying, like, Water leaves so much money just, like, on the table.
Weapons in exchange for some stiff. Ferris Boyle. He's in Gothcorp last I saw.
You're lying.
And, like, sometimes some of Warner's actions do make more sense than, like, we would like to give them, but, like...
Ooh.
They still make this, like, baffling decisions.
So Gothcorp is bad.
Gothcorp involved in weapons tech. There's got to be more to this.
I fucking hate the Bruce Barber stuff. Every time it shows up.
There's an Anarchy thing over here.
Like, granted, I Dick X Starfire more than the Dick X Barbara, but like...
I just like the idea of Dick having a hot alien wife. I just think that's
fucking walking fun.
Hell yeah. I just find that way more interesting than human. Because then the idea of a badass Nightwing's a Starfire child just sounds awesome.
Which was an actual thing at some point, but like... That's another character just kind of got his character assassinated. Because there's a comic called I'm Not Starfire, deals with like a different take on that character, and oh god is that comic awful.
Doesn't that technically also make, if they ended up as a married couple, that makes Dick a royal? Or a duke at the very least.
Yes.
I forget, it's Darkfire that's Starfire's sister, right? Blackfire. She was only made for the Teen Titans show, wasn't she? But then she became her own character.
No, I've seen this beforehand.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. It just sees one of those characters that, like, her appearances in the comics before that point, and her appearances after is, like, huge.
Oh, yeah.
I doubt that, Bruce Tim, but you know what, Saw?
I don't know what else to show this one. Well, I thought Tim Drake also had feelings towards Barbara.
think he did, but I don't think it was ever like a mutual thing.
Because I know Tim Drake, well, at least in Young Justice, got with Wonder Girl.
I believe so. In
And
the
I'm
main
like, and I'm just thinking, dude, you lucky bastard.
in the main comics, there's also Stephanie Brown that like Tim gets together with, which is also you lucky bastard.
Hell yeah. Tim pulling in all the baddies.
Continuities, he's got a kid. She is a MILF like that, so that's even better.
I love it.
But like, to double back on the Bruce Timm ex Barbara thing, I would believe Bruce Timm if it didn't show up in like everything that he worked on.
Fair. So I'm gonna take down these anarchy dickheads before we go to the next freeze thing. Just because it only makes sense. Stop punching me! Oh, I think I messaged you what we're gonna be doing after Batman, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'll mention it at the end of the stream because I'm planning. This DLC isn't that long, so I'm planning to finish it today.
I remember telling Spitfire Fox about it on stream, but like, if he does anything about that, we'll see. Because he is a Tomb Raider fan, I'm not. My Tomb Raider experience was through my mother. Also, my food is done.
No,
so
that was
BRB.
just Arkham Tim who was with Barbara, and only because the writers got the pairing of Barbara and Robin with the wrong Robin. Wow. That's terrible. And last one. Well, last one in this area, anyway. Bruce Timm acknowledged the meme of it being in everyone he works on and said that Cape Crusader Bruce and Barbara are not in each other, nor will they ever be. Oh, that's fine. Hello. Again, I just prefer the Starfire Dick Grayson relationship. I think it just makes more sense to me. Oh, you guys are resilient. Well, you do need to go down before the timer up, so you better hurry up and fall asleep. Narcolepsy, activate! Yes, I did! You ain't shit. Alright. Destroy this. And one more. I believe it is...
Air 3 responding.
Where is it? Is it this one? That's just to rescue the frozen victim. Oh wait, I can't do that yet. I gotta wait till I unlock the next thing. Alright, so we'll go to the thing. Next freeze spot. Last one shows up late. Thanks, Arkham. Oh boy, what am I looking at? Oh, they got gun. No, they got no. They got one guy's got a cryo gun.
Have to just type down this forum post now, because that sounds great.
Good read. Make it a bedtime story.
But like, I hope if Bruce Timm is going so far as to post about it in forums, I hope he chills out with that.
Yeah. Wasn't there another
But I do
person?
love him as a white.
There was-
Denny.
Yeah. Just keep it to yourself, man. You don't
I
need
love him
to.
as a white. It's just like sometimes the fetishes are a little bit hard to ignore.
Yeah, that's the whole Wonder Woman thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Wonder Woman's Zatanna.
Oh, I love Zatanna. Yeah, your face
Like,
getting this.
somewhere there's a story of Bruce Timm talking about the first time that he encountered Zatanna and having special thoughts.
Oh my god.
And when I encountered that, I was like, yep, I understand, my man.
There we go. Got it.
Like, I share a lot of Bruce's fetishes. It's just like, simmer down, man.
Let's go sideways. You come running.
Sure thing, boss.
What are you going to do with me?
You? Assuming your friend keeps cooperating, I'm sure we won't have to do anything, you know, scratch.
They're in temporary cryostasis. I'll need my thermal gloves to safely release them.
What's this do?
GovCorp is researching new types of super-cool propellants to help launch our country and the world into the future. Whether it's satellite sensors that help farmers manage their crops,
I was talking about it on my Supervillain stream, but like, I do appreciate how casually sci-fi the DC universe can be.
Yeah.
for the betterment of humanity. That's why we're called the People Company.
Like, people meme about like how supervillains can become wits of their tools.
You are
A lot
right.
of them do like
Those men were
help the world in some way,
How'd you do that?
even if it's indirectly.
Taking Ferris.
Mr. Boyle? They're heading to the propellant research wing. These guys have been raiding the whole facility.
Do you have the code?
The best DCAU story than when Bruce Timm's only job is being the art director.
Yeah, I agree, Arkham.
A bunch of them took him to the organics lab.
I feel like there is
I'll make sure they don't hurt
Bruce
your
Timm
boss.
writing
Get yourself to safety.
Bruce Timm written episodes that I enjoy, but like I'm not familiar with enough to be able to say.
I will say, speaking of comics, because after the end of My Hero's story, can I just say you know the little crossover thing they did with the heroes of two separate things, right? Like the Marvel characters and that.
Deadpool Samurai, yes.
No. Well, there's that. No, the little art direction crossover with the My Hero stuff. Yeah. Well, the Western one, the Eastern Horikoshi thing looked really good. I did not like the Western Marvel one, mostly because I did not like the design of some of the characters' faces and their lips. Like, something looked really wrong there.
I saw a lot of people complain about how the rabbit lady got whitewashed. And it made me realize that, like, we don't really have characters like that over on this side of the pond. But she still looks really bad.
Yeah.
As much as I understand why.
I don't like how she looks. I think she looks very... Like, something's wrong here.
But, like, the whole entire thing about characters like Mirko is, like, they are Japanese persons. Just, like, they spend enough time outside that, like, they get, like, tanned. Like, heavily tanned.
Yeah, mostly from, like, I know there's a few types of the tan characters that, or tan people in Japan that go to, what's the resort area of Japan? Like Hokkaido.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah. That's where you normally see people get tanned up.
Like, over here, like, if a character has a tan, you just like
Go to the
see
beach.
him normally. Yeah.
Oh, you put a spray tan on. Because the sun is a deadly laser at the end of the day. Whoa! Come here, you. That's dangerous. Put that away.
Of the superheroes, like logically, Clark Kent. Wow. Clark Kent Superman would have a tan, but like he's just like presented normally because like it's just a normal thing over.
Yeah, he can't get tan for some reason. It's also like why the
Lane can for some reason. He looks glorious like it, but
I mean, I
different conversation.
Well, I absolutely adore my adventures with Superman. Are with that Lois is fantastic.
But speaking of Lois Lane, I also saw the other day that there's the current Superman stuff is on an arc where Lois Lane gets powers. As it looks really adorable.
I'm not against that. That's kind of cool.
What happened to that spirit of sharing?
And an accident happens, he gets like Kryptonian powers.
Well,
So she was just like, let's just go enjoy them while they last.
What was that through a specific kryptonite that could give people powers?
It's just plants, tissue research.
Yeah, you said.
I'd be surprised, but I don't know the origin.
I do believe you. But to be honest, I just really love it.
Like, there's a awesome image I saw on that thread of like Superman and Lois just like flying around Metropolis with like smiles on their faces, like, oh. I should read the wholesome Superman stuff.
Again, Superman Lois, really good. My Adventures with Superman, mind you. That one's fantastic. I find it both funny and dumb that immediately after season 1 of My Adventures with Superman came out, everyone wanted them to introduce that universe as Batman. I mean, they did mention like Vicky, and there's talks of the like Gotham and stuff, but it's like, first you've got to establish Superman before you start establishing other stuff in that universe. If your first series,
I'm of two mindsets about it. On one hand, it's good that we get like a pure Superman, or at least as much pure as we can. On the other hand, I would like to see that take on Batman. Like, it's one of those things that, like, if it happens, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
again, I think they could do it maybe towards the end of season 3 because they're setting up characters and villains from others. Again, Deathstroke, for God's sakes, in the show, Amanda Waller and stuff like that. I think it'll just come down to.
I get why people were spun out at first, but I do like there's a younger Deathstroke.
Yeah.
You were supposed to back him up.
There's nothing we can do for him. We gotta look out for ourselves. Enough already. Let's get this.
Also say to continue the conversation, instead of Batman, maybe like some of the other League members first.
Like I want to see Flash. I mean, he already introduced, what was it, Heatwave, who is a Flash villain.
Yes, he is.
Or she is, in this continuity.
Oh, right, they didn't have flipped him.
To be fair, I don't mind it. New universe, new rules. As long as, again, all I care is the character's good. The character is good, so I'm fine with it.
If you gender flip for the sake of it, I bat an eye. But like, if you make him a good character, I'd.
Oh, the gender flip that I don't like is the Penguin one in the recent fucking show, the Batman show, the Cape Crusader, I think it was. Though
I'm so amused that over that we had like this long conversation about, well, not you and me, I mean the internet in general. We had this long conversation about like female Batman villains.
Yeah.
And how the Penguin's not a popular character anymore. Cue, like, what, 2 months later, and the Penguin TV show wins awards for just having, like, a bog-standard Penguin.
Yeah.
Done well. Like, me calling it bog-standard is not an insult.
No, it's actually a really good show.
Yeah. I've heard.
And again, I can't watch it because it's only on Max. Well, I can
I think
technically.
I said on your stream, I think I said in mine, that like, if I was it, I'm going to go a high Caesar just for that very reason.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I'd like to support that shit to get it in a better thing, but what can you do if you can't do that, if you can't do it normally?
Guy really did have the quote when he said piracy is a service problem.
Yeah. Come here, you. Merry Christmas. You can tell your friends you got beaten by the Batman. But, like, huh? I think we've all discussed it before, but the safest place to live in the DC universe is Central City.
Yeah.
There's no threat of buildings getting blown up or getting fucked over thanks to Superman. There's no over-the-top crime rate like there is in Gotham. There's no...
Outside of Man of Steel / Snyderverse, Superman does try to keep like casualties and
to a minimum. Which again...
It's just like, at the same time, what are you gonna do when a kaiju attacks?
Yeah. And Star City has its own problem with, like, corruption. Central is pretty chill, honestly.
But there's also Emerald City, which is the pile of rubble.
But it also helps the fact that Central... I love the Rogues. I think they're, like, the best villains in the entire DC universe. Because they're just criminals. That's it. They're criminals with rules that make them, honestly, good rivals to the Flash, which is what I like about them.
It helps that the Rogues aren't in it for, like, fame and fortune. They're just in it for, like, the love of the game.
Yeah. Which honestly just makes them fun.
Like... Sometimes with the Rogues, I feel like the only reason they're robbing a bank to begin with is just to, like, give Flash, like, some moment of entertainment.
Just give him something to do.
Yeah. Like, Captain Boomerang or something will just pull up the newspaper and be like, there hasn't been a crime that has happened here of late.
There was that...
And then the rest of the Rogues would be like, let's rob a bank.
There was a story regarding Captain Boomerang's child, because in regards to Boomerang himself being zombified, his child was feeding, like, innocent people to him so he could live. But the Rogues heard it, like, asked him, "Were you feeding innocent civilians, or women and children?" And he said, "Yes." Yep. And then they basically beat his ass and threw him in the pit with his father. Because it's like, the Rogues do not abide that. They despise that shit. Again, one of the reasons...
For, like, the fact that, like, a Flash that has to, like, kill would destroy, like, the entire city, but, like, I don't think any of the Rogues would be killers even if they had, like, no rules against Flash.
Hey, Chloe. Welcome to the stream.
We're getting rickrolled.
I need to rely on stealth.
Like, you'd think Heatwave would be killer given, like, his gimmick, but, like, even he is like, I would just set fire to the empty building.
I couldn't even drop a smoke pellet.
I just like the fire.
And that's how you ring in the new year.
Oh, one day, Chloe. Though with the thanks to a very generous person, Kai, for, like, rating me earlier, I feel amazed. I feel like on top of the world today. Again, thank you so much, Kai.
I know. We all got jobs, see? And my job is to shoot you if I don't think you're telling me the truth. I told you I got the bed right in front of me.
My is still on Joe, but, like, if you get affiliates in the process, it just means more of this circle gets affiliates.
No, don't Kai Sinat. Oh, fuck this. Austin Powers! Oh, fuck off, Penguin. No one cares.
Like, I have nightmares about, like, mouse or Mal rating just for, like, how many people that would be.
It would give me a heart attack and I'd thank her. I wouldn't be able to stop thanking her.
What happened to that spirit of shit?
It's like, I hope so.
Yeah.
I know you had that dry period, but like that's gotta be getting better.
Well, it's Christmas period now, so maybe it'll start going up.
Hmm.
How did you get up there?
Ugh. Maybe I can grab this guy.
Take a good long look. You don't want to end up like this, you better tighten up your
This reminds me, at some point I should DM's Spa or Flaming Claw and ask about multi-twits. I feel like one day streamers just stopped using it, but like... I never understood why, but Spit and I think you also floated the Fury. This is not counting for like viewers. And if that's the case, then that would be why streamers stopped using it then and there.
Yeah, would explain it. I mean, I've got it up on both my desktop and my phone. Phone so I can like, you know, fiddle around a bit, and the desktop so I can keep an eye on stuff.
I find chat just easier to read on the phone. Which is weird because I learned through the Game Awards that the phone Twitch is just useless. Aside from that.
Yeah. Can I get that guy?
Damn it! You want to get shot? This ain't working. Hey, he's still here!
How did you see me?
Found him.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
I love the victorious we pulled it
Right,
off.
champagne, boys. I think it's gonna be a very, very good year.
That's not even real liquid in there. That's just frozen drink. That's not even moving.
Penguins on a diet, it's just grapefruit. It's just juice.
It's not even juice. It's just a frozen liquid. He's just licking it.
What happened to that spirit of sharing?
I cooperated. I'm cooperating.
I know. We all got jobs, see? And my job is to shoot you if I don't think you tell me the truth.
I told you there are no weapons here. It's just plants, tissue research.
As I though, fittingly, young Penguin reminds me of the one in the TV show.
Yeah.
And I actually appreciate the design in Arkham City for it, but like Arkham City Penguin looks so much more monstrous than he usually does.
He's got that he's got a monocle on, but it's not even a monocle. It's a broken bottle in his eye.
Yes. I remember somebody shoving it into his eye, and that's the story, but I don't remember who did that. You know what that I mentioned that? Let's look that up.
Yeah.
Oh wait, also scars.
Take out the snipers first, then we have less problems. Can you let me take him out?
One day in the Iceberg Lounge, Penguin had a client that wouldn't pay, like for his dinner and all that jazz. It led to a barroom brawl, which resulted in the broken beer bottle going into the Penguin's left eye.
Oh.
Penguin responded by taking both of the client's eyes and just throwing him into traffic.
That's why I couldn't do it, because his fucking body armor was fucking me up. I'm working on a
chibi emote right now.
And the game...
Oh yeah, do you have a public gallery or something out of curiosity?
You got Twitter.
Still alive? Too bad.
Does he?
Yeah, I followed her on that. Watch the game or work. Oh, go back and forth.
Game. Yeah, as well.
Listen to the game stuff,
Pardon?
and while you draw.
I ain't going down like that.
talking about the Penguin, there's a lovely quote-unquote story from the comics where there was a guy who accidentally, like, knocked Penguin a little bit too hard, like going for a door. So then you just see, like, Penguin staring at the guy, and in text boxes, like, all the ways Penguin ruins his life, like, immediately after that dinner.
Damn.
Yeah, Chloe 90, thank you. Like, Penguin can be, like, a vicious little fucker when he wants to be. It's just, like, how Penguin is vicious and diabolical.
Depends on the writer.
I feel isn't, well, depend on the writer. I also feel like it's less interesting for, like, the average comic book reader nowadays. Who just watch the Batman Punch stuff.
Yeah. I stopped posting work on Twitter because of 2 reasons. I can imagine why.
Nothing but lewds.
Well, that and Twitter's just a cesspool most of the time.
Cute.
What else is left? Three, 4 guys left. I can get those. Can't get them from here, though. Of course, they're all bunched up. Makes it harder to get them. Well, actually, no.
As an aside, scrolling Chloe's Twitter, I see this guy that looks like a Primarch with, like, Tumblr hair. And the mental image of that is just amazing. What does it mean? Which Primarch is the one that picks up the penis sword? He would totally have that kind of hair. Sanguinius?
I do have...
Sanguinius?
Oh, yeah. I do have my own website, but my fiance has revamped the website and needs some decorations. Ah, that's fair.
Fair enough.
I think that's my last guy. We did it! Alright. Okay, now what? Hostage.
Holy crap! I saw you on GNN! You just saved my life!
You have codes I need to access the propellant research wing.
I do. Here. Take them. You're going to save Mr. Boyle, right?
It's not safe inside GothCorp. You need to get out of here.
Don't worry. I won't be hanging around. And, thanks, you know? Not just for me. For Gotham.
Oh. I'm a sucker when superheroes get, like, appreciated by the civilians.
Yeah. It's nice. Alright, so our next destination is right from here.
Like, it's a fucking dumb scene, but, like, my favorite moment of The Amazing Spider-Man is when all those construction workers just, like, see that Spidey needs to get to a certain place and start moving their cranes just to help him. Like, I love the scene, but I also hate it just for that one shot where, like, the construction worker sees Spidey and Pill,
First time. I think
just does this, like, triumphant look to the camera, and it just passes by an American flag.
Go on, I'll be alright.
But, like, for good scenes without me having a bit of a laugh, there's also in Spider-Man, the train scene. He's just a kid! And they start, like, carrying him down the train.
Why can't I get... Can you get out of here already?
For the first time.
Which I focus on Spider-Man, but, like, that's because Spider-Man is a goldmine for those kind of scenes.
Yeah. I also love
like,
this.
There's also a lovely one where, like, he saves a random lady.
I love the scene where
he's like, I'm gonna name my kid after you. What's your name? And Spidey just, like, acts all sigh and basketball, and he's like, okay, I'll tell you, but don't tell anybody else. It's Ben. And it just cuts the lights the last panel,
Mm.
where it announces that, like, Ben is the most popular name in New York City.
I'll come back to help this person once I have my thermal gloves.
I don't.
Implication being that Spidey just saved that many people and ended up in that situation that many times.
Mm.
I should make sure that security guard is safe.
I can't get through here.
Which Jet does have a Discord account, but it does not have a Discord server.
Oh. Yeah.
It's just Jet Kronos. Is it possible to just, like, link to the account on Discord?
Probably. I don't know. Can you add us? Get off of that.
Just checking to see, that's a whole bunch of numbers. What a copy user ID does. There's just Jet Kronos.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well insta message her. I'd rather that than saying it on stream.
I
Where
spy, but he blocks it on Twitch.
How the fuck do I get in here?
I'm not going to invite you to the Squeak Squad server, of course.
The insta message, the personal, the PMs on Twitch. It's been blocked for some reason. What am I even doing at this point? Like,
Go on, I'll be all right.
This user has turned on block whispers from strangers in the privacy settings and must start a conversation with you first.
you better do that first, Chloe.
Also, please don't share passwords or personal information.
Whisper.
Yeah, whisper.
You can. I think it's something to do where you click the person's thing and you can you message them. Whisper right down in the actions.
Presume if you just type into the Discord friends things our usernames, it should like find us. But that's how those Artbox and Thunder keep finding me.
I need a heated projectile.
I know, I know.
I'm guessing I can't do anything until I get those damn gloves. So let's leave first.
Hey, this is where I can just like link you just profile.
Unauthorized access detected.
Yeah, I was right. Okay, so we
God,
gotta go.
I wish this was was easy to use sometimes with that kind of thing.
Alfred, how's work on the XC suit coming?
Slowly, sir.
I'm encountering ice formations impeding my progress.
The thermal gloves would certainly help you with that. I'm working
Ew.
as quickly as I can.
Keep me posted.
That's gross. No means no, bud.
Which sadly is a hard concept to understand for some people.
I can't wait to see you explain this brilliant.
I can create an invite, but that will just take her to this server, right?
Yeah, don't do that.
At least not without Crass's permission. But as I probably say, Jet doesn't really have a server per se. We just kind of crash on Crash.
When our friend crashes
on a
Discord.
Final Fantasy 14 guild server, 1x1 Crash B.
Good. At least you're retiring.
There you go, you found us. Well, you found me at least. Just to make sure, did you find Jid as well, Chloe? Yes, username is incorrect. Ah. I can just DM you the picture now. And just in case, a copy over there use I speak words good.
How's he doing that?
The copy user ID.
Alright, this will be easy now.
Just gotta love that fucking flag emote.
Okay.
Like, what did I spell wrong with Bitcoiners? Well, Discord case sensitive.
My boss has the codes you need. Those goons have them in the organics lab.
Sensitive. Oh, well, I have stream right on. Yeah, I'm not gonna get DM'd. Oh. I'm a word you cannot say on your stream.
You think Penguin's gonna let this blue-skinned freak get the drop on him? You're crazy.
Listen, I don't want to be the guy who has to show up when Penguin calls. Let's just figure out a way to get in there.
You ain't going nowhere.
So many jokes that I want to make during this situation, but I know I can't.
I don't have access to this door. I need to find another way into the propellant facility.
That's where we go down here.
Now, I'm the person with... No.
Stage 1 fueling complete. Docking process initiated.
Okay. Oh, no.
Danger. Temperature anomaly detected in
Nope.
potential breaches.
I like how that just swatted you.
Danger. Multiple breaches in coolant outtake detected.
Okay. And we're safe for now. What is that? What? Oh.
I still have Joe up on another tab. I think I just heard him say, do the speedways have eggs? I hope he's been clearing the eggs in the speedway, because they're the easy ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, he's doing that level. Oh my god, there's a burb.
Burb. Oh great, cutscene.
Whoever the third guy is, he's got good taste in, like, avatars.
Give me Boyle, or I'll freeze this entire room.
Oh, I know you won't. Boyle's got the code you need, and I ain't giving him up unless I get what he's giving you.
What's behind this door is of no interest to you.
What I'm interested in is the weapons I was promised. I know you.
As a side, because I don't think we'll call attention to it, I do like that Mr. Freeze's suit is more like work in progress looking.
Hmm.
To reflect the fact that it's like a younger Freeze as well. I love the Asuka just saying GG's.
Now you belong to me.
I'll give you one chance to let him go.
Threats are meaningless to a man who has lost everything.
You really have, Freeze, you really have. Like, I touched on it a little bit earlier, but the fact that Harley Quinn story has got the most, like, respectful Nora after Freeze is so fucking sad.
That ice is the only thing saving you from getting the beating you deserve.
Yeah. Look, you ought to save our
But, like, Nora and the Harley Quinn story just kind of, like, sleeps around with the supervillains. At least that makes enough sense, because Freeze is dead and he would have wanted her to be happy.
I had my men bring all our acquisitions to the My Alibi nightclub.
What happened?
For safekeeping, of course.
That being said, much as I like Worm and Worm aesthetics, you have to pay me a lot of money to sleep with Maxi Zeus.
Volporen, thank you for the follow.
Men decide to relocate.
Emergency. Propellant research wing.
Well, she must be really close to me at this point. Especially because of this raid.
Come back from a nap to see I had been raided off to a Batman game? Hell yeah. Welcome, dude.
Fair logic.
What am I doing? Oh. I can't go that way.
Even to continue the Harley Quinn conversation, even like with like how Freeze died, that's still like relatively tasteful. Like, yeah, it's Harley and Ivy's fault, but like, it was a misunderstanding.
So yeah,
I think I have to purchase Discord Nightfall.
I don't.
I'm debating just letting mine one out. So Harley ever...
I'd never survive in that cloud of cryo.
You go.
I was gonna say, Vorpal, welcome to the Batman Arkham Origins stream. We are currently doing the cold DLC. I can't remember the finale part. So right now we're taking on Mr. Freeze.
Cold heart, right?
Yeah, I think so. I can't get through
Oh,
here.
fair enough.
Use the cryo
Also,
drill.
a nice detail that Batman looks visibly frozen.
Cryo drill. We need the cryo drill. Cool. What a great place to chill. Shush. But yes. What does he say we have to go?
I'll be honest, I've not been paying enough attention for it.
I've been trying to, but things keep happening. I can't get. Shush you. I'm gonna fix it, Mike. Shut up. I'm trying to figure out where to go. I know. Okay, this obviously did take away, but then Batman stated I'll probably freeze to death in that cryo vapor. So I don't know. Can I hit that from here? No, I cannot. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. Gotta make my own thingy.
As a side, listening to Joe like speak every once in a while, we ignited fixed the Spire 3 Speedway glitch, right?
I don't remember.
Well, These guys have a fun surprise if they didn't.
The game did get updated, so maybe. And also, fucking FF7 Rebirth got updated twice recently. Don't know what they updated though.
Yeah, because the PC port.
Oh, that might have done it. Yeah, it just got.
Didn't they touch up the graphics for the PC port?
It's probably based off the PS5 Pro stuff.
Maybe.
That takes care of that. Yeah, I do like the ice look on Batman. It's nice.
Come back, Kai.
Hey, Kai.
How was your nap? As you know, you were eating dinner, weren't you? How's your dinner then?
Emergency. Propellant research wing compromised. Initiate evacuation procedures immediately.
So many frozen people. And obviously, this ties into the Arkham City where Penguin gets his hands on that damn cryo gun. And he's like, enjoy the cupsicle! Awful, but something makes the raid.
Danger.
Will Robinson.
Containment breach in progress.
Oh, sorry to hear. Especially if you have work later on, because, like, I know how awful it can be working with low sleep. Or low energy.
We can escape. No one's escaping until we get the Penguin. Smart what you are. A guard, an engineer, or a damn snow cone vendor. Fix this situation, or my friends and I are gonna fix you. Understand? Okay, okay. Just let me think.
Hiya!
God, I hope they fix the speedway glitch listening to Joe.
That was incredible.
Come with me. I'm getting you out of here.
Ooh, wow. Damn, that sucks, Vorpal.
Thanks for getting me out of there. What are you gonna do now?
After I've recovered the
Bang at my door.
I'm coming back here to save Ferris.
But
oh,
gonna try to
oh, you say that? We had to deal with that a few years ago in my house.
What's the status?
It was early morning. People were trying to break into the house. My mom ran them off with her fucking with her like yelling. It was like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons. It was amazing.
like a shotgun or something.
I wish we had a shot. We don't have guns here, unfortunately. We do have baseball bats.
A gun buyback thing. They took away most of them.
Yeah. I don't know why. We did get the police involved because they left footprints when they were banging on the door. So police, I think, probably found them or whatever. So hopefully they're dealt with. We did have to get a new door, and we've actually set up a security system in the house now. So because of that, it's no one's come near the house because the cameras are all over the place.
Like,
oh, really? Oh,
sometimes
that's.
I will complain about.
Damn, Chloe, that sucks. Holy shit. You okay?
That's it. Well, I imagine not. I imagine that's a very traumatic experience.
Well, as long as you're alive, that's good. They took your cell phone.
They took my cell phone.
At least it wasn't your cards and or your life.
I hope it wasn't a expensive cell phone.
Well, the smart
like
thing.
The latest Apple or whatever.
It's like what most people do when they get their cards robbed. They'll call the bank to tell them to freeze the cards.
I know there's apps that will let you do it like remotely without the bank. Like, I'll complain about Kiwi Land's economy, but like, I'm very glad that I live in a at least somewhat safe country.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say somewhat is cause up in Nelson, 3 schools closed because they were getting like strange emails.
Oh god.
So right now, if you're a Nelson, the police are like on alert, like looking for who sent those emails.
Ugh.
Like, I think I talked about destroying the Epic Mickey one, but like, earlier this year we had like, might have been last year actually, we had this like multiple week news story about a bat getting on the Bird of the Year awards. The fact that was a multiple week long story kind of stands in testament to like how safe the country is. We must have had it on the Epic Mickey, because Price was asking me questions about New Zealand birds after that. Also, hell yeah.
The thermal gloves should help you deal with most
I am
encounters, sir.
well safe, thankfully. Only bushfires and risk at the moment. Just people do act up in every city. It's rare here, but it happens. Fair. You always gotta get those bad apples.
It won't slow me down a bit.
Oh my god, he's beautiful. It's Vader Batman.
That was good thinking, Chloe, if it helps.
Yeah, smart. Very true, Vorpal, very true.
I found him. That's good to hear. God, you're right. This does look like absolute Batman.
You mean of robbing? I remember Katie Cat. Would be Katie Cat. She got robbed like a month or two ago. At gunpoint, or like it was at knife point, and she managed to thankfully remember their faces because she's an artist. She was able to like draw them and send them to police. They got caught quickly, which was good.
I can use a thermocharged batarang to bring that ice down on top of those thugs.
Nice.
Memes of like, it's too late. I've always drawn you as the virgin and me as the child. I'll just picture that.
I love it. Yeah, Katie's been through a bit of the ringer this year, unfortunately.
There's also the VTuber Camilla who got like.
Oh, that is so fucked. Like
why I try not to point to the skirt thing because I think she's suffered enough.
Yeah. It's a terrible thing to happen though. Ooh, we get thermal gloves instead of like the electric ones.
Yes, everything is fine. Quite a lot that day. It wasn't new forward. Oof.
Did the insurance take care of it or?
Hopefully.
Let's get you out of there, bud.
So as far as the victims are collectible.
My trophies.
You.
What am I looking for? There's a frozen dude over here.
Charge a batarang. I can use it to knock out that frozen security lock.
I know, thanks to the toys, it's such a cliche. But I do really appreciate these, like, one-off situational suits.
Oh, yeah. They come in handy. Vorpal string. Okay.
Like...
I like that password.
What was I about to say? That completely derailed me. Oh yeah, I get why Lego doesn't do it, because like they did do it once, and that set probably bombed. But like, it always makes me sad that Lego especially doesn't take advantage of the idea of like these situational suits.
Yeah, well, they kind of
'Cause I
did.
feel like it would make the superhero line a lot more interesting instead of just like Batman with a slightly darker grey. Also, I'm hearing me in stereo, so hi, Jar. How goes Spyro?
Next month, somebody. Stages XXX 1010 password and 100% use somewhere. Very true.
My mind with that always goes back to like when politicians got hacked during Obama's reign, and Obama was the only one that had an actually decent password.
Bigwood said to sell off the parts. It's in pieces.
Where are they?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Like, I'm sure you can find a list somewhere online, but like,
Maybe next time.
if the politicians still have those passwords, they deserve to get hacked.
Basically.
Because those passwords would have to be like over 10 years old at this point.
Well, that and the fact that at this point you should just let it be auto-generated passwords.
Yeah.
Let's freeze this guy. Unfreeze this guy. What am I talking about? Gotcha, bud.
You.
Also, Joe, if you're still listening to the stream, yes, you do want to clock Spyro free.
What's in here? Ugh, can't break it.
I feel like I'm simultaneously being the devil on both yours and Joe's soul right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not hearing me in stereo, so I assume Joe has
No, wait.
turned off your stream.
He's got a point. How do I... God damn it. So the damn thing is, the cryo gun's been... No, the cryo drill or whatever has been put into pieces, sold places, so now we've got to go look for it. Okay. Can't bring that out. Yes, I will. If I ever go outside at night, I don't want to bring my phone. Bring your phone! That's probably not a good idea, but I understand.
Yeah, 'cause what happens if you're in an emergency? Like, the reason phones have got 111... Was it Australia?
000.
000, 911. All of them are like 3 numbers. Is so people can access them in an emergency.
Oh wait, yeah, Vorpal, you're Australian, yeah. Hi. I did notice it when you were talking about the bushfire stuff. I was like, Australian, makes sense.
Sir, your map has been updated with the locations of the components you'll need to rebuild the cryogenic drill.
Thanks, Alfred. I'm on it.
How convenient.
Thank you. Thanks, Alfred. All right, Alfred, I need to go unfreeze people. I'm gonna. Oh, there's an anarchy thing. Good, we can get.
That's what I do most of the time. Oh, both you Australian.
I'm in Victoria. 40 degrees. Oh, dude. No, I don't. Yeah, it's been shitty the past few weeks. Just in terms of the heat, it's terrible.
We had really bad heat last week, and that's been rain constantly for some reason. As much as I hate the rain, I do kind of appreciate it.
I'm more of a fan of the rain. It's nice. It helps me sleep better. It's good stuff.
I have some bad memories to do with the rain, and that's why I hate it.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, I try not to get annoyed at the local farmers, because, like, whenever it rains down here, they start, like, celebrating, like, pub-style celebrating, and I'm just like, could you fuckers not?
420.
You.
You.
Blaze it.
Yes, it's hot here. It's been hot for the past few weeks. It's terrible, because we're in summer now in Australia.
Gotham is a prison, and the police its wardens. Protect
Which,
and serve, their motto goes.
ever since I became an adult, it always, like, mildly amuses me. All the Christmas iconography, there's, like, snowmen, snowy villages, and we just, like, have a barbecue. Because it's so hot outside.
I always wanted to have a snow Christmas. Just because I grew up with so much American media.
Yeah. Are you guys into cricket? No.
No. That's Britain.
Well, it's also Australia.
Australia, yeah, but we don't care for it. Well, me and Shane don't give two shits about cricket.
I remember one of your PMs got in trouble because, like, there was this, like, major crisis, and they skived off to play cricket. I think it was during that period where, like, you were going through PMs, like, once a week.
We tremble when they speak. Who are these people, really? What drives them? Is it justice? Honor? No. They want power, and the badge gives
Like me, just, like, not a sports person in general. The only sports I really like is racing.
Gotham is a prison.
Talking about he didn't go to cricket, he went to Fiji, I think it was. Maybe?
And they do. Protect and serve themselves. We live in fear of their gaze.
Cause I remember it being cricket, but at the same time, Fiji does actually sound white now that you mentioned it.
Tremble when they speak. Who are these people, really? What drives them?
Alright, basically, Jet's government is wild.
Yeah.
Must be a second failsafe detonator nearby. I don't have much time.
Am I going the right way?
Like, mine is as well, but like, mine's just like a... Imagine a whole bunch of adult school children. That's basically my politics.
It's been kind of like that here recently.
Like, especially during John Key's period, where like John Key, for some fucking reason, had a habit of pulling a woman's hair.
Why?
Cause John Key.
Ugh. I will never get over the fact that a fucking prime minister during COVID just ran off to fucking Hawaii or something. During COVID's
I think
stuff.
that might be the one that we were I was just mentioning.
There it is.
I've heard of that story.
There, that should do it.
That's such a strange thing. Like, he just, like, stopped for a swim. In, like, a spot that he's done, like, hundreds of times, and he just went poof.
I think that similar thing kind of happened to Captain Cook back in the day. Couldn't swim. He told me they are world champions, the best team on planet right now. Well, Australia people
Fuck,
do.
It's been no Cook history because of New Zealand, but I'm just pulling a brain fart.
Yeah. Aussies are notorious for poor naming of things. It's a twisted sense of humor. Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
You don't think Freeze would have turned on him? I wouldn't doubt it. That guy ain't human. Looks at everything like it's his next meal. I know. And those eyes, goggles, whatever. Wow. Gives me... No. Chill.
You two quivering idiots sure you're in the right line of work?
No escape this time.
Yes, there is.
Where you running? Wow. My lucky day. Ooh. Oh. Look out! Follow! You wanna die? That's how it's done.
Damn it! Oh, you got me, partner.
Break out the champagne, boys! I think it's gonna be a very, very good year.
There's red in that drink. Like red specks. That's disgusting, Penguin. You're disgusting. Alright.
How much longer we gotta be out in this stupid weather?
Penguin said to wait for his call. He's setting something up for the ride.
Yeah, but he ain't called.
You don't think... I mean, you don't think things would have turned on?
I wouldn't doubt it. That guy ain't human. Looks at everything like it's his next meal.
There is a kind of bar drink that has like spice or something mixed into it.
Some drinks
like
have
with
gold.
it.
Some drinks have gold flakes in them.
Which I'm sure Penguin has drunk at least once. Just to say he did.
Yeah, but it probably doesn't taste that good. It's like, oh yes, it's a rich drink. Doesn't make it a good drink.
How much longer we gotta be out in this...
No escape this time!
Fuck you and your stupid shotgun.
He disappeared into a cloud!
As a side, I'm closing tabs. I had Dr. Young's profile full of the Penguin load up for some reason. I love this he just had in bold, should never be given an umbrella.
Mm. Yeah, because he's notorious for that damn umbrella.
Yeah. It's not so much the fact that nowadays, but Penguin used to be famous for trick umbrellas. Like umbrellas that would have like all sorts of gadgets in them.
No, they'd help.
Most famous one is probably the one that showed up in the Tim Burton movie.
Mm.
Like he would spin and hypnotize people. The second most famous is probably the helicopter.
Yeah.
Which, as much as I like to poke fun at the game, the Penguin umbrella that the Jonkler uses in Kill the Justice League, that does look really fun to use.
Well, it's like I've always like
I questioned. You go.
I was like, I like trick canes and stuff like that, like have swords in them and stuff, because I just think it's really cool.
Those are cool.
They cost a pretty penny though. I guess it's because you're paying for the quality of the steel and the sword.
He's also one of those things that like not many people even know how to craft to begin with.
You don't think Mr. Freeze will come look over these drill parts, do you? Penguin, kidding me? I'm still standing.
Ew, ew.
Die. Ow, jerk. Ugh. There we go.
I'm here to punch you.
Punch this. I need to set up those commands in my chat. I'll get to it when I get to it. Power drop! Get the fuck out of here with your wrestling bullshit. Holy fuck. Alright. No, you're holding a bat. 4! Whoa, what the fuck? What was the point of that, Batman? Let's just bend the bar in front of his face. I'm strong. What the fuck? And boop! Hi-ya! There we go. Alrighty, where's my parts? Here they are. I'll be taking that.
Alfred, I've assembled the cryo drill, but it requires some kind of superconducting fluid to operate.
Ah, here it is, sir. An organic supercoolant used in an experimental lab run by one Victor Freeze.
As in Mr. Freeze.
It seems too great a coincidence to ignore. It says here that Farius had Mr. Freeze's lab shut down.
If he's a disgruntled employee out for revenge, then this is about more than just stealing weapons tech.
Freeze's lab is under quarantine. Some kind of accident.
I'm on my way back to Gothcorp now.
Ugh. Slippy slidey. Out we go. Here we go. Alright. Let's get back to Gothcorp. Alright, we're good. Watch this. I've never heard of it. That's some fucking massive amounts of parasocial. You need to log off. Christ. Holy hell.
What happens?
The grunts were like, maybe we should get arrested. Why would we do that? You know, to be with the boss. What, do you want him to tuck you in at night? Grow up. Fucking parasocial as shit.
I guess Penguin the... Nope, not even the joke.
Security breach in the organics lab. Lockdown protocol.
The bat found us!
Well, I say that, but presumably the Kabuki twins got treated well. So, like, they were fiercely loyal to him.
Were they men or women?
Women.
Well, he has a soft spot for women.
Yeah, fair.
It's also one of the reasons why, in specific continuities, he has a thing for his mother.
Also, I got curious and looked up, like, the Batman suit variant is sewed up in Lego sets.
Mm.
Kind of with the scuba suit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, the first Batman game, he had a whole bunch of, like, suits that him and Robin would use.
All three of the Batman games got a suit mechanic. The Lego supervillains does not have it. Which I understand, because, like, it's not a Batman game, it's a supervillain game. But if you ever get a Batman 4, I want the suit mechanic back.
I want a Batman and... Oh, no. I want a Marvel and DC crossover Lego game. That'd be the easiest to
I was talking
do.
about that yesterday, actually. If they can play nice enough for Fortnite, I don't see why they can't play nice enough for a Lego game.
Yeah. Besides, kids already do that with their Lego sets.
Yeah. I'd like to continue my yap. In a Batman 4, a Lego Batman 4, I want to see the suit mechanic, like, taken to a logical extreme. Like, I want to see that creativity with, like, Nightwing, with Spoiler, or, like, Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Give us more of the Bat family.
Also, while I'm thinking about the suit mechanic, in Lego The Avengers, Iron Man also got a suit mechanic. Which makes sense, given all the...
many Mark suits he's got.
Yes, and all the one-off suits the MCU introduced.
That's true. I love his Infinity War Endgame suit.
That's really good.
I don't care if it's just nanotech shit, but it's just beautiful. And it makes sense. Like, I know people prefer the physicality of a lot of his suits and the real stuff, but it's like, you have to understand, Iron Man had to keep upgrading in order to keep up to date with the fucking many different villains he would have to take on because he needed to keep getting stronger in order to keep up with that. I mean, look what happened with Rhodey. He still has an old suit, and that thing is useless in this day and age. But Tony will never give him another suit. He didn't even mean to give him that suit to use because Rhodey just went off to the government with it. That's why Tony never trusts him with another suit ever again. I don't blame him.
You're the best.
Because both suits, in both the MCU and the main comics continuity, Warney has also clearly gone through a couple suits.
Upgraded through the American, stuff, but it's just not as good as the Tony stuff.
Which, if I recall correctly, it's a suit that people are mixed on, but I love the Civil War Machine suit.
Yeah.
I said this yesterday during Supervillains, but there's some characters across both Marvel and DC that you can sell suit packs for very easily.
Yeah. I think my only problem with recent stuff in Marvel is that it tried to state that Rhodey has been a Skrull the entire time.
Secret Wars.
Yeah. No, Secret Invasion.
Oh, Secret Invasion.
Secret Wars is coming up in a few years. I mean, I guess it was maybe it was meant to be a meta thing of the original actor for Rhodey changed between continuities or between Iron Man 1 and 2.
That was the point of the original Secret Wars, just try to explain plot holes and inconsistencies. But it
just added more problems.
I feel, yeah.
Need to evacuate.
But there's a period in Marvel Comics where it's hard to say if a character did the thing or if it was just this Skrull version. And I feel long term it was just needless confusion.
Yeah, it's the Skrulls currently in the MCU are good people. Or at least in terms of I haven't seen Secret Invasion, so I don't know what the current status of that is.
I just don't care enough to check out Secret Invasion.
From what I hear, it fucking pisses a lot of people off with what it does.
Yes. It sucks because, the protagonist, for lack of a better word, is Nick Fury. It's yes, give me a Samuel Jackson TV star. But, I've heard so much horror stories about it, it's I'd rather have good memories of Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury.
Yeah.
With, the Avengers to Endgame. Cause, my favorite thing about, the Ultimate Nick Fury, what ultimately inspired the MCU version, is that him looking like Samuel Jackson's intentional. The guy that designed that iteration of Nick Fury even, sent a email, might have been a letter, to Samuel Jackson, asking for him for permission. And Samuel just okay, I give you permission on one condition.
I get to play him in the live action.
Gets adapted into... Yeah, I get to play it in the live action.
Hell yeah.
Please evacuate.
And it's one of those things that just reminds me that Samuel Jackson is just a big nerd.
I love him. Does Samuel Jackson like anime? Yes, I do. Hentai too.
Yep.
I love him. I want him to be in more anime stuff, but the problem is he's too big of an actor now to get in to get it. Again, his one thing he was in, or technically two, but one was Afro Samurai, which was amazing, and The Boondocks, but that was an American, Korean-made show, but American stuff.
Please engage manual reactor shutdown.
Which sucks, but from what I understand, he wants to do more anime roles as well. It's just as you said, he's too expensive.
And unless he's willing to take smaller rates for it, Which I don't doubt he would be, because he's already getting paid.
He would be, but his management would willing.
No, I don't think so. Then again, he's like, what, in his 70s now? He could,
yes.
he should be free to do anything he fucking wants.
There was an awful story the other day when, like, some paparazzi snapped a pic of him and his wife.
Ugh.
Like, just walking down the street. And started poking fun at them for how, like, old they are.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I just like, this is why nobody likes paparazzi.
Yep.
Containment breach in progress.
Can't have shit in this country.
Like, let Sam and his wife enjoy a day out. Like, they're one of, like, 5 couples that managed to stay together in Hollywood. So just let them.
I need to disable those 2 power conduits to stop that reactor leak. Then I need to ventilate the room of cryo vapor.
I hate that I said 5 as an offhand mention, and now there's a voice in my head being like, is it actually 5? Because it can't be too far off.
I need to disable those 2 power conduits to stop that reactor leak. Then I need to ventilate the room of cryo vapor.
Oh. Got it. Oh.
Emergency. Please engage manual reactor shutdown.
What'd you laughing at?
I just heard Joe say we're gonna go to the fireworks factory.
Oh god.
I wanna go to the fireworks factory!
This is the ride! That doesn't do anything.
Wait, if Joe's at the fireworks factory,
Danger.
has he not done the money bag chase yet?
That's the final one.
Please evacuate.
Oh. I'll just check out his VOD later.
What did he want me to do?
I need to disable those 2 power conduits to stop that reactor leak. Then I need to ventilate the room of cryo vapor.
Power conduits. Okay, okay, think. I'm trying to figure this out. Disable power conduits. Disable.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor has failed. Containment breach in progress.
I'm really trying to figure this out because where are the power conduits?
Myself. You can't go into that mist yet until you clear the power conduits.
No, I can.
Oh.
Oh, I'm foolish. I forgot that's the whole point of having the thermal suit. My bad. I was kind of scared.
On defense, on face value, it makes sense you couldn't go in there.
Emergency. Please engage manual reactor shutdown.
Shoot him to hell. The lab's still full of cryo vapor and the fans ain't working. I think we're safe. If he manages to get the fans back on, that'll suck the vapor out of that room. Then we charge in shoot. I hope you guys brought extra.
As opposed to double back to like the specific one-off suits. I always liked Batman's take on the cryo/Arctic suit. Even though I went with the boringest option, it just had like a pure white version of the bat suit. Though I believe he did have a face mask in that suit. Like, it always looked so just stylish and neat.
Damn it. Fuck.
Called. Oh, it's called the anti-freeze armor. No, anti-freeze suit.
I got the spot here.
Yeah, that should take you to it.
Come on.
Like, again, I know the toys wounded with, like, how overly specific they could get sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I vaguely remember one of, like, an alligator herder armor or something along those lines.
Eh.
I think it was just, like, Batman in, like, camo, like, swamp camo. With, like, a toy alligator.
Well, it's almost as bad as the TMNT stupid shit toys. Hey, look, Leonardo plays baseball now. Whoop-de-fuck.
Titan alligator Batman, I'm just getting Killer Croc, so I might be misremembering. Also, AI art stuff. I'm surprised people were... Yes, no, I just did, so I can't say that. But maybe I'm misremembering about that one.
There's nothing we can do for him. We gotta look out for ourselves. Enough gawking! Go find him!
I don't know. Basically, fun does not get had on that front nowadays. And for good reason and kind of sad reasons.
I ain't got time for this.
Overly.
You think yourself freaking smart, don't you?
Yes, actually. Very much so.
The fuck is that?
What happened?
So I typed in overly specific Batman toys, see if I could find like a cracked article or something. I found this thing called the Aerosol Batman. It's like him in bright blue and bright blue and white.
Oh my god.
Like, look at that mess.
When I get the chance, I will. Oh my god.
Like, simple I just posted is like why you don't see the fix anymore, but like, I miss it so much.
Looks like he hard. He's making us look like chumps. Get your butts over here!
You're gonna feel this. He's gone. Keep searching.
No. Now I just made him mad.
Two guys left, I think. One of them's armored, so it's going to be a bit harder to get him.
Also, half wondering if somebody's ever just made a list of them all. Like DC Wiki or something. I know the Marvel Wiki has got a, like, timeline of Iron Man suits. It's a really nice read.
Ora! Ora! Alrighty. Now, where are we heading? Oh, we got two more people to help out.
2 more people to count. Batman just like passes by. 1, 2, and just leaves.
I'm in shock. All right. Can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm in shock, all right. Can't believe what I'm seeing.
Guys, Freeze took out the Penguin, and it looks like he drove off the Bat. Maybe this Freeze guy's a better bet for us.
You keep talking like that, I'm gonna kick your ass so hard you'll be sitting down on your face.
Hey, I'm just saying. Never hurts to keep our options open, you know? There he is!
I am half determined to find out find this fucking swamp, explore, crocodile hunter Batman, or whatever the heck I said earlier in the stream. But at the same time, I feel
Alligator?
like if I go down this rabbit hole, alligator. At the same time, it's like, I have no idea where to even look for that.
Just look for all types of toys, basically.
To evacuate this lab of
That's what I've been doing.
The lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged.
Like, I saw someone that there's like some archive of like all the 90s toys and like whatever particular line was bad with it. I just don't know where exactly to look right now. Also, should probably start working on my stream, but at the same time, you look like you're near the end.
I'm getting there.
Holy. Thanks. Thank you.
I need the super coolant from Victor's lab to activate the cryo drill.
Did I miss? I missed a guy. Well, I'll double back before I head to this plot, just to make me feel better.
It also shows up on your detective visit, don't they?
Yeah. Yes, I believe so. Ooh, did I not open this? Guess not. Oh no, I did. Almost there. Oh yes. Speaking of, well, not in speaking of, but like, I managed to get me and my mate managed to get some tickets to the early Sonic 3 screening. This week. Yeah. Because they're doing an early screening of it, because it's like, can I just be honest? I don't understand why Australia gets fucked over because of that. So like everywhere else in the world gets the 20th, except for obviously some place in Asia or whatever gets it on January. But like Australia doesn't get till the 26th, Boxing Day. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm gonna be busy on Boxing Day, and by that I mean resting. So there's no way in hell I'm gonna make time for that.
See if I can make it up to Christchurch to visit the nephews, but like, I hope to at least see it somewhat sooner in theaters. I just gotta be in there for a while, given how well the last 2 movies did, at least.
Yeah, so me and my mate, we're gonna see it on Saturday this week. because I don't want spoilers. Because I know people are gonna fucking spoil it, and there's gonna be no way to avoid it. So
I saw my lunch break in Tom talking about seeing the spoiler, the post-credit sequence or something.
There's like 6 of them.
Which I think is a little bit much, but at the same time, if they are doing it to like establish a Sega universe, I guess fair enough. Just like treat it better than this current phase of Marvel, please. That's all I ask.
No, they're doing a really good job, and Jeff Fowler knows what he's doing. So
yeah,
I'm just hoping that season 2 of Knuckles, if they get around to that, is better than the season 1. I liked season 1, but I would like an actual show to focus on Knuckles, and since they're bringing up the Chaotix, they want to bring him in. Like, if you're going to do that, at that point, just make it an animated show with both these sets of characters.
There's more going on here than a simple accident. This security guard's skin has the same blue coloration as Freeze's. I should set up a crime scene.
Like, Game Awards, I've seen a couple places start talking about Knuckles. I feel a lot of the talk devolves into like their misses at the start, or like the first episode. Which, like, I don't know. From what I understand, the guy that put that misses there has been fired, so...
This is some kind of crystallized chemical residue.
It's kind of a story that's finished. If the Chaos thing is true, I'm gonna look forward to it. Cause yeah, I feel it's going to add to like that character bloat, but like at the same time, the Chaos is always a good time.
Again, you could do a lot with the Chaotix in the movie stuff. Again, you could actually make a great detective series based on them.
That would be the dead security guard I found.
But like the Chaos are the most competent, incompetent detectives.
Yep.
The thing about it, I still kind of want my idea for like the character tease to happen, even though I know it's not gonna.
He must have watched the security
Like
guard
just bait and switch you with Big.
Can we just get some females in the universe, please?
Which I understand that.
Freeze scavenged what he needed from various prototypes.
It's not that I'm not opposed to Amy getting in, it's just like I understand why she's not in already.
Extreme pressure built up inside the tank when ice sealed these outtakes.
But like, if they're establishing the
cryovapors from the resulting
Sega Cinematic Universe or something, like, I'd like non-Sonic IPs to start folded in. Supposedly, it's Streets of Rage. No, Double Dragon. That's the Sega one, right?
No, Streets of Rage is the one.
Okay, thank you. Supposedly that and Kid Chameleon are in development. And I'd be fine with that.
Knocked over and fired.
We don't need Kazuma Kiryu or
Majima.
Wasn't that a big or Majima.
We don't need
Wasn't that a big Sega IP?
Virtual Fighter.
Virtual Fighter, Soccer Wars. We don't need them showing up in like the first phase.
Now, Samba de Amigo, on the other hand.
Yeah, Samba de Amigo, cause like that's somewhat obscure.
Puyo Puyo could do it.
How the fuck would... Actually, no. That has, like, actual characters, so that's perfectly possible.
Where's the red trail?
But, like... I get that the big names will be, like, well, the big names. But, like, I also want, like, Guardians of the Galaxy stuff to happen. Of these characters, like, nobody cared about beforehand. be like
Boyle. It was Ferris.
a shot in the arm, new life, just for like the movies. Like we talked about a lot during your Guys of the Galaxy one, but like
possibly a gurney.
nobody really cared about the
Fluid
Guardians
must have
until the
frozen almost
MCU.
immediately for these tracks to have been preserved.
And now they're almost household names.
Crazy Taxi, I don't think could make it. Nights into Dreams could work,
Crazy
though.
Taxi would work as a TV star.
Oh, yeah. Nights into Dreams could work.
Dude, nice. You need somebody who can play up like how trippy the world is.
Odd. Freeze was secretly doing research on Huntington's Korea, but this is a cryogenic.
Simone Goal 6. Thank you for the follow, bro.
Nora
Or Simone Goal, my bad.
Now I know what happened here. Boyle hired Victor to help advance the secret cryoweapons program within GothCorp. In exchange, Boyle agreed to devote GothCorp resources to finding a cure for Nora's Huntington's.
So she's Huntington's disease.
Boyle was more interested in how Victor had managed to put Nora
Is
in
it
cryostasis.
Time the actual disease has been
When
named.
Victor realized that Boyle had no intention of following through on their deal, he decided to do the Huntington's research himself.
Fries.
Isn't there a cure for Huntington's nowadays?
Cocktail altered Victor's metabolism, as well as the guards. Boyle escaped ahead of the plume and had the lab quarantined. Victor survived, but he knew that leaving the supercooled lab would kill him. So he built himself a suit and utilized an organic supercoolant to keep his core temperature sub-zero. All this violence.
No cure for
He's just
HD
trying to
is
save
known
his
and
dying
full-time
wife.
care is required in the later stages. Treatments can relieve some symptoms and in some improve quality of
This
life.
suit is the same fluid I need for the cryo drill.
Alrighty.
And this is just like the stats of it. Death typically occurs 15 to 20 years from when the disease was first detected. That actually lines up.
So she was frozen so we could find a cure for her. Obviously. I think he does, depending on the continuity, obviously.
I think it's vague in the Arkhamverse if he cures Nora. But sometimes he's cured Nora. I mentioned it earlier about Harley Quinn's TV show. They kind of do Heart of Ice. But instead of Barbara Gordon, it is Harley Quinn, I want to say.
He needs Boyle's
That has the
security
cure.
access to get his wife out of Gothcorp.
Ivy
That's all he wants.
I skipped a step, sorry.
I have to.
He talks to Harley about it, and he's like, yeah, sure, take what you need.
But not for Victor.
During the operation, Ivy walks in and thinks that Freeze is trying to kill Harley. And freaks out. Understandably from her perspective.
This is from the Harley Quinn show, right?
And, yes.
You know what I'm gonna do?
It cures Nora,
I'm gonna have Cat
but Freeze has to use some of himself to finish the job, and that ends up killing him.
This ice is tough.
It is depressingly probably the most like what's the word I want to use? It is the most like good-natured the topic of curing Nora has ever been, which is so sad because Harley Quinn is like haha funny gag star.
But that's probably the point, though. He's also voiced by.
That still makes me sad.
Yeah, he's also voiced by Alfred Molina in that version too.
I can look that up in a bit if you want. But oh boy, in the pre-New 52, so I can't blame the New 52 for this one. The idea floats about of putting Nora in the Lazarus pit.
Oh, and that's not always a good idea, considering what can happen.
So, Freeze and a couple thugs did evade the League of Shadows, and quite convincingly, like, fend them off long enough to dunk Nora in the Lazarus Pit. Which is something that, like, I've seen people complain about over the years, but, like, at the same time, it's kind of like the Arkham Guards and the Gotham PD. Mr. Freeze walks to you in his big hulking suit, and you are some assassin with a sword. Just saying.
You got a price, yeah?
But that's also irrelevant to the conversation. What happens when Nora gets dunked is she merges with the Lazarus Pit.
Oh.
And becomes this, like, fire monster person. There becomes the irony. Freeze is still Freeze and can only survive in a certain temperature environment. Nora is now a fire demon who can only survive in a certain hot environment. Problem is, it doesn't end there. Nora blames Freeze for that very condition, which, to be fair, he's not wrong. And Freeze just kind of spends, presumably the rest of his life, just chasing Nora across the world, trying to find a cure for both of them now. And that's just kind of where it stayed until the end of that universe, to my knowledge.
Wow.
Now we skip to the current continuity, Prime Earth, where Freeze manages to cure Nora, technically, by swapping conditions somehow, via science. So Freeze is now the one with the disease, and Nora's the one with, like, Freeze condition.
Mm-hmm.
It is very bitter, and I hate it. Because the big revelation is that Nora always hated Mr. Freeze, and just subs him into her pod and leaves him. The comic even ends with Batman just being like, Dad. It's very tragic that, like, nobody is there for you to love you like you were with Nora.
You have to let him go.
And I hate it so fucking much.
You can't stop me.
I know the truth, and so will the police. Boyle will face judgment for his crimes.
It was an accident.
Nora's been cured in any continuity. I don't think so, aside from, like, one-off, like, alternate universe things. Just kind of there for appearance.
Nothing but my Nora.
You've endangered lives all over
You
the
can clearly
city.
look down her
We
DC
never
Wiki
wanted
list.
this.
Now, while I'm doing that, you wanted the Freeze actor in Harley Quinn?
A hand in mine. Because of him, she'll only feel the icy touch of a man whose emotions run as cold as the blood in his veins.
Oh, here we go.
Get in here and honor our bargain.
As an aside, I loaded up Mr. Freeze in the context of Harley Quinn, and I saw alias Beyonce, alias Lady Gaga.
That's because that's because when he was coming in, fucking King Shark and Clayface didn't know who it was, but the way he was coming in like a goddamn diva made him go, "It's Beyonce! Oh my gosh, Lady Gaga!" That's why it happened like that.
It's just like, it's so funny to see. And yes, Freeze is voiced by Alfred
Molina, yes. Fucking Doc Octopus.
I am not leaving without my wife. Do you hear me?
She's
Good for
my
his age.
wife.
Look at that picture of him. New Earth, DC Universe. Apparently there is a comic called The Dark Knights of Steel where Nora's alive. A medieval take on Batman in that. I would presume she's just like a cameo there, though. There's a young adult novel of like the various like relationships where Nora is still just like alive and well. Called A Gotham Love Story.
I think we're at the end.
Apparently, he also shows up in Gotham. I presume that is before, like, the illness really got bad.
Yeah. We haven't had a live-action version of Freeze since the terrible Batman and Robin movie. So yeah, is this the last part of the...
I love that version of Freeze, but, like, he's so bad.
Yeah. Ice. This is the last part of the DLC, isn't it?
I'm sorry, because you're fighting Freeze himself. Because, like, you could tell that Arnold Schwarzenegger was having fun in the wall.
Yeah.
And that fun is infectious, but, like, it's not a good take on Mr. Freeze.
No.
Like, every once in a while, Arnold has talked about, like, reprising the wall, and I hope he does, with, like, a better writer.
Yeah.
Cause, like, it wasn't his contract that, like, he gets to keep the costume.
Oh, did he?
Still has it.
Really? I
Yeah.
want to see what that looks like.
I don't think there's any pictures like him wearing it nowadays, but, like, he's got it.
That's awesome.
This is not your concern.
It is if you're threatened.
And me.
In Arkham Knight, Nora wakes up and, like, talks a bit.
He's escaped.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens to Freeze and Nora. They just get on a boat and fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Find the source of that noise.
Which is sad thinking about it, like, that's probably not the more pleasant end of the Mr. Freeze endings. At least he gets to enjoy some time with Nora, even if it's just, like, temporary.
He's right there.
Oh, he's not.
Like, I don't know if I'm mentioning it yet for my yapping, but, like, there are some phrases where, like, he's more of an admirer to Nora, or Nora's just not a thing. Like the Batman or the New 52 phrase. I don't like that. Like, I will concede that, like, Freeze is a weird spot of the character where, like, he gets what he wants, he just reforms naturally. But, like, at the same time, like, I'd rather have the problem than not. But, like, I feel Freeze without Nora becomes a lot more two-dimensional. Like, to give credence, the Batman version of Mr. Freeze did look very cool, but, like, he was just a thug with ice powers.
Yeah. The Batman the Animated Show really gave him more character. Because before they was just another Captain Cold.
Yes.
I'll box you in.
Like, due to the nature of, like, the comics being separate whenever possible, or at least for a long time, you do have, like, a archetype that goes for villains, because, like, there's Mr. Freeze, or Mr. Zero if you want to go, like, really early. There's Killer Frost if you're Superman?
Yep. Wait, no.
There's Captain Cold.
I don't know if it was Superman, but I know... No, I don't think... I think it might be Flash.
No, Captain Cold's Flash.
Look it up. No, wait. Fucking Killer Frost is the villain of Firestorm.
Find the source of that noise. I know you're up there.
Yep, you're right. He's the enemy of Firestorm.
There he is. He's escaped.
Sometimes it can be a little bit nonsensical.
How did he escape?
Especially when you get to, like, the ballooning archetypes. Like, how many force counters do you get when you add in the heroes? Especially given that there's a hero in the DCNU who is just called Ice.
He's given away his position.
Like, at the same time, like, as long as you can keep the characters different enough, it's not a bad thing. Like, just the three that I mentioned, like, Mr. Freeze, Captain Cold, and Killer Frost, like...
Oh, and Icicle Jr.
They all have... Also him. But
know,
between the three that I just mentioned... What?
Oh, it's just because I only know Icicle Jr. because of Young Justice.
Oh. But like between the three that I just mentioned, like the supervillains, they're very different characters.
Yeah.
Like, Freeze is a villain just in like the nature of what he's doing.
Fuck.
It's like at all costs kind of thing. As we mentioned earlier, like Captain Cold is just there for the love of the game.
Yep.
And Killer Frost, he would like to get rich off the stuff that he steals.
Depends on the continuity.
Do not test my patience.
Doesn't? I don't think I've encountered one that isn't.
The Flash series she was.
Oh.
He's right there.
Is something because they juggle around with what she is, and eventually she kind of ends up becoming like Hulk in terms of a split personality thing. Which I don't mind that much because she was more on the good side.
A list of like people who use like specific powers. Okay, I'd like to scroll down and Killer Frost, like her alternate appearances. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entries. It's just the Arrowverse.
Yep. They really got a lot of use out of her in that.
That must have been so confusing on the actress though.
Find the source of that noise.
Oh, whoops, wait. That's why that's why I was scrolling down the alternate continuities. I did have a page up. Light to the DC Wiki has got a category just dedicated to the thing. Actually, no, that makes sense, actually.
If this is how you want it to be, so be it.
Like, just scroll down the list, it's like single characters. Oh, there is a list of ice users.
Whole bunch. Like how there's also a list of electric users.
I like that one of the first pages that I see is Santa Claus.
Over there. He has to be over that way.
I like characters that I just haven't even heard of on this list.
They're probably like D-rank villains or something. Are there any heroes in the
Or
DC
heroes.
universe that have ice powers?
Well, what immediately springs to mind is Superman called the Ice Breath. But for pure ice powers, ice springs to mind. So you'll probably remember for being Guy Gardner's girlfriend. And the best thing in his life.
That's true.
There's no need for this, Batman.
I nearly heard Fat Man.
What do you think?
Hey, DC also has got a character called Cloud9.
Do not test my patience.
Oh, you look a lot uglier than the Marvel one, I gotta say.
I imagine, like, maybe magic users in the DC universe have the power of,
Which Zatanna and Zatara immediately spring to mind, because their magic is just whatever the fuck they want
elementals.
to use.
Basically elementals.
At the same time, one of my lasting memories of Zatara is when some books were following him, thinking that, like, if they follow him long enough, he'll get, like, relaxed, and they can just sneak up and bonk him. And then Zatara just, like, magics them work, just trip them up. Like, there's even a moment where, like, he's still walking, just thinking to himself, man, these guys thought I was a lot stupider than I actually am. Like, I greatly prefer Zatanna because, well, look at those legs.
Hell yeah.
But I do miss Zatanna sometimes because, like, he's a very pragmatic man. Like, if he could magic up a rope to just, like, pin you to a wall, he'll just do that. Like, he would not be theatric if there was no reason to be theatric. Whereas Zatanna will. Like, it's not a Black Canary situation where, like, he disapproved of her getting into super... Hey, Spit! What was I saying? Oh, yeah. It's not like a Black Canary situation where, like, Papa disapproves. He was fine with, like, her taking up trade. It's just, like... I forget what the demon is called, but, like, there was a moment where, like, a demon was trying to burst into, like, the DC universe. So Zatara and a bunch of other magic users were just like, okay, we'll seal the demon. Unfortunately, we'll seal ourselves while we're at it. And cause Zatanna is more marketable, they just like kept that in the backstory.
God damn it.
Like, general rule of thumb, if you're looking at old, like, World War II and on magic user in the DC universe, and they just kind of vanish from the universe, chances are they were involved in stealing that demon.
Yeah.
Cause I think we lost Johnny Thunder that way as well.
That's fine. I'll take the death. Origins is, well, take a look.
Now your blood runs as cold as mine.
That fucking face.
Oh, no. I think we're about to finish very soon.
Let's see how well you do when the air freezes
No,
in your
Al.
lungs.
The fuck are Hellanders? Oh, you guys look cool.
There, now you're right.
Very, very nice, but you guys look cool.
Find him. Do not test my patience. Where are the rest of you? Get in here and honor our bargain.
Got him. At least I got one of them.
Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand.
Rah, 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 rah.
That room is filled with ice formations, Master Bruce. I suggest you use them.
This list, I feel like there's a lot of, like, technicalities. Like the Wonder Twins here was like, yeah, they could transform into ice, but like that wasn't a primary power of theirs.
Yeah, it was again elementals. Well, it was elementalists and forms and shit and animals they could take, or just forms in general. I didn't realize they were.
Forgive me if I get this wrong, because like honestly, I don't care about the Wonder Twins, but I believe the woman could become objects and the man could become elements.
No, it was the other way around.
Maybe.
I don't know about that because fucking. Well, maybe I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I feel like the lore kept changing.
I would not be surprised.
You have forced me to do this. Where are you?
Got him.
Like, we've alluded to this like on and off like throughout all the superhero games, but like, comic continuity is very malleable. Just kind of treat what you like as canon.
Basically. How did he do this?
Well, I do is some people that can make like everything as canon work. Grant Morrison being one. But most of the time, it's just like unnecessary headache.
Yeah.
You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows.
Fuck.
And like even then, Grant Morrison made everything canon by deeming a lot of stuff just kind of illusions Batman had in his head.
They basically tried to recreate a version of the fight you fight him in Arkham City.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I like it. I like that fight.
I mean, it's one of the best. It's considered the best fight in the series. Just because like it makes you use like all the abilities Batman has.
Well, yeah, and that not to mention Arkham City is just a much better improvement over Asylum, considering Asylum's bosses were just the same thing over and over again.
Yep. And then you got Titan Joker, which let's not talk about Titan Joker.
Never again. Damn you, Batman.
Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. Your techno.
Like,
My suit is
I
resilient,
will
Batman.
poke fun at Kill the Justice League so fucking much. There's a skin for the Jonkler that is based on the Titan suit, the Titan version.
Ugh, I hate
And like,
that.
honestly, it looks just as good.
I
It's
hate-
still a very ugly skin, but like, you've got very ugly weapons on that one, so fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
You have forced me to do this.
As far as the double back to like happier topics, one of my favorite moments of Grant Morrison's writing that like he's ever done is during Batman Rest in Peace when Bruce has lost like absolutely everything, including his mind. And then Batman shows up as like, I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Thanks.
And Bruce is just like, well, what else is there? Wait, you give me an idea. And then like he reaches into like the hobo thingy that he collected along the course of the story. And starts stitching together the Batman of Zer and R's Batsuit. So the next issue is just like Bruce thinking he's the Batman of Zer and R, just like wrecking set.
Technology is inferior. You will not stop me with these toys.
Because in case you don't know what that means, there's a Golden Age story where Bruce gets warped like way far out into the galaxy, like other side of the universe galaxy, where he falls into like a similar but different world. In this universe, Batman has got superpowers thanks to the power of the sun, where he can leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Well,
It's like bullets just by like being him. And as you might have already guessed, basically he is Superman.
Yeah. Well, there is a version of Superman that was Batman and then became Superman.
Yeah. That's one of those stories that like, it's very dumb, but like, you like it just for like the creativity.
I know you're up there. Your technology.
You only anger me. This is bullshit, Batman. Mama. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand.
He just loves talking to himself.
Also, if you remember this, if you remember the my Lego Batman 3 streams, the Batman of Zero Hours in that game, powers it all. I believe he is also in Arkham City as a skin.
Maybe.
But due to the nature of Arkham City, he does not have the powers. Would have been incredible as like a 100% reward, but like, would have been too much dev time, to be honest.
Come out and do what you came to do.
Because you would essentially be just making Superman in this engine. Which again, would be a lot of fun, but probably not worth it.
Yeah, because then people be like, well, why don't you just make it, just give us the full, like a game like this.
Yeah.
Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand.
Oh. Oh, so you can do that.
It'll take more than that, Batman. Do not test my patience.
Come on, come on.
You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows. Where are you?
Missed him.
The endings for Batman Death in the Family is him transforming into Zero R Batman.
Hmm.
Alright.
Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do.
How do I look this up now?
Damn you, Batman, for forcing my
Also, looking for the appearances, I am wrong. It was not Arkham City, it's Arkham Knight. The Zero R Batman shows up with the skin.
Yeah, I know the Yellow Lantern skin shows up for Batman.
Which I'm always so pissed that he had that wing for Oliver Page.
forced me to do this.
Cause like, Batman as a Yellow Lantern makes so much sense, like...
Do what you came to do.
Fuck, brain farting. What's the word I want to use?
Have you lost your resolve?
Thematically.
It's just, yellow doesn't really fit Batman, though.
No.
Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand.
Like, I'm almost convinced that the only reason he got that wing just for that page was just to make toys of it.
Yeah.
Prime subject Nora Breeze in danger.
Not allow him to escape again. No. Nora!
If I can get underneath him, I can take him from below.
Cryogenic containment failing. Prime subject Nora Breeze in danger.
Just kill him and the bat.
Got him. I think that's game.
Thanks for doing the heavy lifting, Batman. But you shouldn't have stuck your nose in my business.
I am a bastard.
And here I thought I was going to have a problem explaining what happened in your lab. I mean, the police are never going to look at me after what you did. And with this bat freak dead, there won't be anyone left to say otherwise.
Cryogenic containment failing.
I can't believe the Batman is about to
And that
fucking
just
die.
leaves you.
Please. You can save her. You just have to bypass the cryo tunnel.
Victor, she died. But I'll keep you alive long enough to see her go.
Like, it's like that injector to double back to an earlier conversation. Like, the fact that priority is same as the Freeze. Like, granted, as City demonstrates, you put the Joker in that position, Batman would still save him. Like, you probably wouldn't get, like, save Joker. Or would have just got stop Boyle or something.
I can't give you peace, but I can give you justice.
God, that's such a good suit.
And that's credits. Did it! Oh, yes!
Breaking news out of North Gotham at this hour, where protest has turned to celebration.
Is it bad that I kind of want to do this for gameplay just to have that suit? And then gameplay me?
Go for it.
Hill has not ruled out a possible run for re-election in the new
Probably like much later on.
that Peter Grogan will likely not be the next police commissioner of Gotham. Speculation has already begun about
Cause like,
who the new mayor will appoint as commissioner.
I've been thinking about it. I think next year I'm gonna have a day dedicated just like catching up on these projects. They're like, still pending. Like Sonic Generations, the GTAs, I guess, if we're gonna get rid of the December block. Resident Evil, Power World. I mean, a bit of a mess, but like, if we can get through those projects, it should even out. But that's me probably about my stuff. How was the DLC?
For this?
Yeah, because I had fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. It was short, but I liked it. I think I got 10 like fucking people I still need to save that are frozen, but yeah.
Yep, fine. They're just gonna chill.
I will say, guys, now that Batman Arkham Origins is done, I can tell you what my next project will be tomorrow. We're going to be starting the remastered Tomb Raider series 1, 2, and 3 starting tomorrow.
I'm probably too late tonight for me to stream tonight, so I'll probably be streaming Just Cause 2 tomorrow.
You could probably stream for a couple of hours.
I got work tomorrow, so probably not a good idea.
Yeah, that's fair. So I'm very happy that I get to start Lara tomorrow. And I'm happy I got to clear this one of my Christmas games. I don't know how long the credits go for this one, because I know Arkham Origins normal credits are long as fuck.
I can't imagine this was full team. But like, I get why it doesn't happen. But I feel like there's so much potential, like the smaller, just like fun stories. Well, for fun for the player, stories with the whole superhero mythos. Like, this was just like a focused story about like Mr. Freeze.
Also helps
But,
set
like,
up his his stuff for City and stuff like that.
Like, yeah, Penguin was here, but like Penguin was mostly just to move the plot along.
It was also a way to finally put Penguin in custody, because you didn't get to do that in the base game.
Fair.
Can we skip this? Alright, good.
Congratulations, sir. that scoundrel Cobblepot are all in custody. Shall we call it a night, then?
Not yet, Alfred. There's still work to be done.
What else do we have to do? Well, that's not happening tonight because I got dinner. Let's head to the OBS. Do you think who should we raid tonight? I don't really have anybody to raid on my list. See if anybody's that I can raid.
Be just with live. But on my list there is Dusk Hellhound, a cool Kiwi guy. Was he the Kiwi guy? I think that's Voltri. A cool guy that I follow that I raid every once in a while. He does like arpeggios and like game clean stuff. There is Sleepsy VT, who played a lot of retro games. He's currently playing Super Punch Out. There is Brox, a Kiwi carver, who is currently playing World of Warcraft. Helpful Hero, who is a really cool Gundam fan, but like I don't believe he has like a microphone voice. He just like plays the game on his own. So if you're into Raider kind of thing,
well,
sure, but like I don't think that'd be very entertaining raid.
No.
There's also Inner Beam playing Fields of Mystia. I've raided a couple times. He seems like a chill person, but not somebody I'm too intimate with. There's also Andy Havoc, who is one of Heartsy's friends, who I don't think I've ever met, like, voice to chat. So if you want to give me the excuse to hop in there, go for it, but, like, that's the last of my list. Unless you want to raid Iron Mouse.
No. I don't think I can either. I mean, I could try.
I imagine he doesn't like it, but like I imagine there's like a minimum weight amount just for the sake of keeping the chat like somewhat organized there.
Let's give it a shot. If I can't do that, because I tried it once, but it didn't work. So she had him off. Raid settings will allow you rated this time. Yeah.
Oh well.
I could give SKU a raid. But I don't know how people would feel about me rating a person. She's known for a lot of like what's that game that RuneScape and stuff like that. But she's now playing Path of Exile too.
Oh.
But I know she got a shit ton of haters happen to her because of everyone just bitched about her big tits. I was just like, but she's just chilling, having fun. Fuck it, I might give her a raid. Why not? If I can. If I can't, then I'll move on to something else. Can't do it. All right, so look for someone else.
Hey, Comics has got a tag. People still play Universe Online? The person played Arkham Knight.
He's there.
Guatemala, so they might not be a native English speaker, so let's not.
I've seen some PNG tubers. Someone's
Just
playing.
the Australian streamers.
Got someone playing Valorant saying second stream ever.
Spree to my mind. Nothing's catching my eye with the Australian streamer tag. Try the adventure tag. See if there's anybody As a side, I kind of wish I could filter out the Fortnite streams.
I might send people over to the to Frog Fatal. She's just playing Valorant. Be a bit more interesting.
Okay.
Subscriber only chat. Oh well, that's fine. Go say hi, and our message will be Batman beat Freeze. That'll be our message. All right, thank you guys all for watching, and come back tomorrow if you want, and we'll be doing the Lara Croft remastered. Have a good one, everybody.